welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
And a happy Halloween to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Iwanyk, the Shamrock Crayon, Jasmine Sadu, who is Catwoman, and Tom Gazzola, who is Tom Gazzola, Edmonton Trappers player.
I'm an Edmonton Trapper.
With your name on the back, though. So you're Tom Gazzola, Edmonton Trappers player.
That.
You said you were going to be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I decided I
Liar.
didn't. I didn't care for that.
We are live here on EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in iHeartRadio on YouTube as well. Thanks to everyone for catching us wherever you get your podcasts as well. I got to see how this fully goes into, but yeah, I went for a cheap, easy costume. I got it. And as like I knew this kind of looks like a dunce cap. It works perfectly for the New York Yankees and stuff with what happened yesterday. So I've got the dunce cap. I could be a green Aaron Judge, as Will was kind of pointing to.
Already, eh? Want to talk about that?
I don't really want to talk about that.
I'm Selena Kyle from the new Batman. The new Batman. I have little ears on my toque. Tommy didn't get it.
I was going to say, go up to the camera and show him, but I don't trust you to do that.
Right? Tilt your head.
Because in my world, Michael Keaton is Batman. All due respect to Christian Bale, a little bit to Val Kilmer, no to George Clooney, no to whoever the new guy is.
Robert
Adam
Pattinson.
West is the OG, but Michael Keaton is my Batman. And when The Flash came out and he was Batman, that was amazing, and I think they did him a fantastic send-off with that Batman. So, cool. But I didn't know. I didn't know.
watch the new Batman.
No, to me, it doesn't exist.
This costume was pointless.
No, it's not. You're not here for us.
You're
here for the
everybody.
nasties. And Chris says, wow, so fire, Jasmine.
Thank you.
X-Ray J, meow. Big Uke, well job, folks. Tube Sock says Adam West is Batman in my world, while James agrees with Tommy there. So I don't.
Michael Keaton is legit legend.
I don't have a
That was when we were
Batman.
kids, and like there was like back-to-back Batmans coming out, right?
I wasn't into it. It wasn't my thing. So I'm on like the outside of this. I never got into the DC and Marvel stuff really.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing? Even today, hey?
The only thing I've seen and I enjoy is Black Panther. But the only reason I watched Black Panther was because it was on TV after Chadwick Boseman passed.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I should go watch this. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
It was good.
But then I haven't watched like anything else basically.
So you're not
Marvel?
into like that whole comic world?
No, I saw Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man when I was a kid. Is that part of that those worlds?
It'll blow your mind when his Andrew Garfield's and Tom Holland's Spider-Mans collide
Yeah, I
and
don't
help
get that.
each other. It was amazing. But the best Spider-Man was Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I love those.
It was so good.
both
And
of them.
across Miles Morales is quickly becoming my favorite Spider-Man.
Legit. Thank you. I was gonna say Tom. Oh, is it Holland?
Tom Holland's
Yeah,
good too.
he's my favorite, but I would agree with you.
I liked all the Spider-Men. Like I thought each
Andrew
of them
Garfield
was
was
good.
great,
Yeah, I thought they were all great, and they all brought their own unique kind of approach to Peter Parker. But I really liked the Into the Spider-Verse. To me, was phenomenal. Best Spider-Man movie of all time.
So good.
And appreciation for Miles Morales, the character.
And if you watch it in the theater, I think it was in 3D, the first
Yeah.
one, and the second one. Yeah, it was great. You gotta actually,
So good.
get tickets to that. You would even like that,
You would like it, Matthew.
Mr. Hater.
I'm not a hater. I feel like I've watched a couple of them. Like, this is the worst trash ever.
No.
Screw all that. I now feel like also I'm so far removed from it.
Yeah.
There's too many of them. And I don't
Too
even
many of them.
Don't even know where to begin. Don't
agree.
even know where to get
agree.
involved and where to start and what the order is. And I'm just like, I'm good. I'll just stay out of this.
They just tied them all together too. Like it's been wild. They've had two people play Bruce Banner, the Hulk. They've had two people play. Who else did they? They've had multiple Reed Richards, like Mr. Fantastic. I think Pedro Pascal's the next one. After John Krasinski was the last one. They've had two people play Rhodey. It's like I don't know, man. They've had Chris Evans play Captain America and what's his name, the fire guy in Fantastic Four, and he came back in Deadpool as that character. It's just very convoluted.
But you're right. Like it's it's too overwhelming. Like I'm not
Yeah.
caught up in a lot of the new movies.
Well, Raider Jesse says, man, if you ever get sick for like a week, you should just start watching the MCU movies in order, which is, I'm assuming, the Marvel comic universe.
Cinematic
And that's another
universe.
thing. You
Cinematic
have to
universe.
watch them in order too. You can't just like.
There's no jumping around or like
Yeah.
skipping a couple.
Yeah.
I'd skip
Yeah.
like there was a few, like, was it the Marvels was apparently really bad. She-Hulk was really bad. Eternals I heard wasn't great. There's like all these side stories. You're like, why did you do this? And then the answer is money and
Well,
video games and toys.
The Marvel world and all these, they've just been such cash grabs
Yeah.
for these studios. Of course, you greenlight the next one.
Yeah.
You're sitting there going, yep, keep them coming because we are just raking in the cash.
Yeah.
And you just keep it going. And so
That's the plan.
sell the action figures with it. I think Vince Vaughn was on the Hot Ones where he talked about that. Why they don't make good comedies anymore. Like no studio wants to invest in just a good written comedy
Yeah.
because they want the IPs with everything. And when you have these Marvel and all these DC things, you could sell the toys with it and you could sell this with it. Or you could go take Battleship and make it a movie.
Which was terrible. It's the accountants taking over.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks because no wonder there hasn't been any comedies out. Hey?
Like, no real
Or
good
even
ones.
romantic comedies.
To all due respect to accountants, if any of you are listening, I apologize.
You guys have
but
ruined the industry.
why do you have to ruin it? Well, everything. You
Our
ruin
industry
everything in
too,
this
yeah.
world. Once accountants get a hold of things, it's we could cut costs here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, I blame screw you, accountants.
Actually, this is true. A lot of my cousins are accountants.
There was a story.
Sorry to Jasmine's cousins. Again, apologies. Maybe not all of you are like this, but the high executive ones. Screw you.
There was a story where like a national news anchor, very well respected and renowned one, was let go. And there was like a lot of turmoil about it, and there was an uproar, and apparently internally, when they're like, okay, who's going to produce this news show tomorrow, the national news show? And one of the accountants in the room was like, who is that person? Or they were like, who's going to produce the news show now that so-and-so has been let go and their producer? And then the accountant was like, who's that news anchor? Didn't have a clue.
You're just a number on a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
In some of the corporations.
Yeah.
Busy day today. Busy show today here on the Hangout. We do got the EST FlyAway keyword presented by 780 coming up sometime in the second hour of the show. We've got Elks announcing Chris Morris as the president and CEO of the club coming up at 2 o'clock. A news that broke right here at Edmonton Sports Talk with Jay Milne yesterday at about 3:45.
Round of clicks, Jay Milne, Reed Wilkins. And,
Yes.
we will pat ourselves on the back for breaking that.
2 o'clock, we will bring it to you live, which means EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager will be live at Commonwealth Stadium as well because they're down there. Gager's down there. I'll be down there with the boys. Two guys and a goalie will happen also live at Commonwealth Stadium. But we will talk a lot of Oilers as the Oilers take on the Preds tonight. Tom Gazzola is at the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows with Hernan starting 5 o'clock for the pre-game shows. The Oilers take on the Predators. So lots of coverage today on the Hangout on EST, both Elks and Oilers related. I'm also going to ask for some help from the Nasties, looking at people like Big Uke and Vera Montenegro and Spency 5 Sensi especially. Dusty's not here, which means I have to build an EST game day parlay.
Oh, Mr. Lean.
And I'm looking for what I could add to this. So I'm going to, like, the Oilers on the money line are plus 110. We're obviously adding that in there. The Oilers are taking on the Predators. I'm adding a Leon Draisaitl goal in there. No Connor McDavid as well. He's got to pick it up. We're going to add the Leon Draisaitl goal. What else do I add? Who else do I add points? Do I just go Oilers over 3.5 goals in this one? Do we like the Oilers for scoring goals? I need some help on that. Help me build that like a last third or fourth leg of this EST game day parlay to send to the Cool Bet boys. So if you have any thoughts on that, jump in the nasty chat. Or Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999, unless you guys have anything as well.
It's 6, so it's 6.5 goals. I would take the over.
Well, that's for the game total.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
But you're saying Oilers, right?
Oilers
I don't know
specifically
about that, but
was
perhaps.
I saw where is it here? I want totals. The Oilers over under was at 2.5. It's minus 142. At 3.5. It's plus 168. So that's what I was looking at. So
Definitely something on Leon because it's Predators, right?
well, that's for the Leon goal coming in. Bronco Nick, Maddie, I'm an accountant. You watch your mouth. Yeah, you're on the good side, Bronco Nick.
Bronco Nick is aware. Bronco Nick pays attention. Bronco Nick came to BP last week. Get to see Bronco Nick.
Oh, by the way, are you going to be at BP's today or? Are you
No,
gonna
today
come
not
home?
on location. Although today at BP Westgate, shout out to Curtis, Tony, and Faith and the crew out there, Malaysia. They are having a kids' Halloween party from 3 to 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be adorable. I love kids in costumes.
There's like a fizzy worm drink that you can get for the kid if you want to spike it for yourself. Go for it.
confuse
Throw a little
them.
vodka in there, and then they've got about like face painting and a bunch of candy that they're going to be giving away. So 3 to 6, BP Westgate. Great crew over there.
Nice.
So I'm getting some stuff. I got to sort this through. I think we're gonna add the Jeff Skinner over 2.5 shots.
Okay.
So 3+ shots. And then I'm debating, do we take the Bouchard over 1.5 shots or the Bouchard 1+ point? That's the thing I'll just debate overall here. So look at these nasties. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. You know what happened? You redid the spider web. I know it's our last day with the decorations, but it's falling off already.
It's been falling off the whole time.
Oh,
So thankfully it's over. This tape didn't work.
That one's barely hanging on.
I mean, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
But we still got a whole show to go.
We got a whole show. This is great. You did this, Jasmine. Fantastic.
Thank
work.
you.
Yeah.
My
Very
pumpkin.
festive.
Don't worry, you can throw it in the garbage after.
The pumpkin?
Yeah.
You don't want it?
What am I going to do with it?
I don't know. Do you have a house? Put it on your front deck?
I'm carving another one for that.
Okay, then I'll take it.
Yeah, take it.
I'll go use it where I'm giving away candy today.
Yeah. You got to go to the neighborhoods that like serve like a lot of candy though. Those are the best because otherwise those older neighborhoods you don't get to see
But
that
I
many
can't
kids.
go. I
But,
can't
like,
just
your
go to a
parents' house.
neighborhood
No, like, go
and
to
just
your
be
parents'
like, start like asking, like giving
Your
asking for
friends, yeah.
candy. I don't have a kid or anything like that.
No, I mean like I love like Ellerslie is like the busiest neighborhood, right?
Where the young families
Yes,
are. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Where we should all be. Just kidding. Sorry,
For
mom.
candy?
No, for
Oh.
young families
Oh,
and kids. Anyways, that was an internal self. I was just looking at myself like I should have kids right now and taking them trick or treating later.
oh, jeez.
See, and I go to my brother's place because him and his wife will take their kids trick or treating, and I give out candy.
Yeah.
Because
So I let them go, and because one year they're like, well, one will stay back and one will take the kids. I was like, why don't you both go?
Yeah.
I could give away candy,
Exactly.
very nice of
That's
you.
very
Thank you.
nice of
Good
you.
uncle.
And you get to see the costumes.
and then I give away the candy, and
One for you,
I
one
gotta
for
go-
me.
Will you
Well,
be
no,
wearing
I
this?
don't. I'm the one that I don't touch. I want those kids to have their candy.
Yeah, me
I
too.
wasn't happy with how much candy we had last year, so I'm bringing more candy this year.
Legit.
You would. And I
Well,
respect that.
It's for the kids.
Yes, it
like,
is
it's
for the
one,
kids.
I don't appreciate the people that just put the bowl out of the candy and then sit inside and don't hand it out.
Yeah.
Because that one ass is going to come up and load
Take
up
it
their bag,
all.
and then the rest of the kids don't get anything.
Legit.
That's true.
And that's just, and that's not all the other kids' fault that there's always going to be one idiot teen out there.
Yes.
Or 2-3 idiot teens.
Yes.
It's your fault for trusting teenagers.
Correct.
So my colleague, when he takes his kids out, what he does is he said he puts a hockey net up and he takes a bunch of clothespins and he has like all the candy and I think Ziplocs and they're scattered all around. So the kids have, if you're going to steal the candy, because you're stealing it, if it's not, you're not taking more than one, that you have to work for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart.
It's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Just hand it out. This is for the kids. I will stand for this night to be about the kids.
It is.
I'm
Give them
with
as
you.
much candy as
I do
possible.
too. I do
Let them
handfuls if you
eat
come
it up.
over.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's their one day where the kids get to be kids. We remember what it was like. We had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
The kids be kids.
Question: when you guys were trick or treating and you'd go to a door because you knew like if the lights were off, that person was a Debbie Downer, they were away, or they weren't giving out candy, or someone had taken all their candy and they put a note and they're like, "Sorry, all the candy's gone for tonight." Anyway, when you get to a house and ring the bell and then go trick or treat, did you guys get kind of like nervous every home? Because I would.
Wait,
Well, there's the anxiety of ringing somebody's doorbell.
Yeah.
Is
so like,
Tommy's
where's
going
your
with.
candy? Like, I want more
No,
candy.
like
No,
that,
but
is this
just, like-
person going to get mad or something? I think the anxiety would be like if we did like the doorbell.
Yeah.
That's where it was like, are they going to be mad because we pressed the doorbell and they're going to just be like, why aren't you just yelling trick or treat or knocking on the door?
Yeah.
That'd be the only time I'd get it.
I'll honestly, first of all, I didn't know that people did not celebrate Halloween growing up. So went to every house, no matter what the lights
Oh,
were
you
on.
didn't know about the lights?
I didn't know. I just thought that
Oh.
was their, the darkness of Halloween. So
Yeah,
no,
they were-
and the funny thing is, as a child, didn't have any anxiety.
I did. I'd always be nervous. I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna be nice. I don't know, just dorky things like that.
I also got into this with Lucas on Twitter last year. I stand by my stance on this.
What?
Because tonight is about kids being kids. Let the kid walk between the lawns to get to the next house. I never did it as a kid.
I didn't do it.
It's
I
my
didn't do
lawn.
it.
Like I've taken care of lawns. I've made them very nice.
Yeah.
The one day of the year, I'm like, hey, if you want, run across to go get as much candy as you can. Shorten the time so you don't have to walk all the way around. Tonight's the light. Let kids
Yeah,
just
but
go across that lawn.
If it's a cute group of 5 and 6 year olds that they don't know better and they just want to hurry and get, that's adorable. But if it's like a 17-year-old dumbass,
17-year-olds should not be trick or treating.
we'll start there. But
Okay,
it
a
happens.
group of 12-year-olds come around.
Then
I don't. Why do they have to walk all the way around and all the way up? Just-
Better respect,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's
well,
right.
but it's Halloween. That's why I'm saying we should just be like, that's cool. Go across. Go get your candy,
No.
kids.
I would
You walk
totally.
out there.
Little
There's a
teeny
sidewalk
kids.
there.
Yeah, they're light little feet.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
they're
okay.
adorable.
But yeah, they're adorable. But
the big
at
ones.
12 years old, you have more manners. You have more respect.
Thank you.
You should.
But that's where I think
Use
we
the
need.
sidewalk.
I think we need to change our thoughts on that and go. No, go across the lawn.
What is
the
wrong
lawn's
with
about
you?
to die? Anyways, the lawn's done. Anyways,
You're a stickler
So
for
go across.
literally everything
Everything.
else.
Because tonight is about the kids getting as much candy as possible, and them having to walk all the way around
God.
lowers the amount of houses that they could reach in their amount of time. So let them go get all the candy.
You aren't AI. Oh my goodness.
Tonight's just the one night. I think that just let the kids be kids. Let the kid no egging.
No egging.
No
Yeah,
egging.
there you go.
But beyond that, let them just go get the candy. And if that means to get more candy, it's just the walk from where I am to this door is the next house. But no, I have to walk all the way down to the street and come all the way back up. Let them just go get the candy.
I do think that it is for kids though. Like, let them eat candy. Let them have the candy. Let them enjoy. A lot of parents are like kind of health nuts these days and
Yeah.
don't participate, or they take all the candy. Like, let them be.
Yeah,
man.
don't give them
Life's
vector
short.
bars.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Or like apples.
Vector
Like,
bars.
it's basically we only have like what I think 14 is the cutoff for.
That's good age.
Yeah, you don't go into high school.
No,
You don't do it in
no.
high school. So in junior high, it's that fading out period of when do you
Exactly.
fade out?
Yeah, and like they're never gonna be young again, so let them enjoy.
Yeah,
I'm really
It's fun.
self-reflecting today. I think.
me too. I'm thinking back on costumes.
Yeah,
Everyone.
costumes, being a kid, life was good, no anxiety. It was good.
Yeah, Stephen, as long as they're not jumping through flower beds, cutting across the lawn, as long as they're not cutting through flower beds, cutting across the lawn, that's what lawns are for. Exactly.
Yeah,
The lawn
okay.
is there, so walk across the lawn. If it's just grass, walk across the lawn.
That I can live with. But if you some people put a lot of care, they manicure it, they have like flower beds
Yeah.
or other things. Don't go.
No,
across
that
those.
one,
No,
that's
absolutely
it's not that.
not.
But
Yeah.
if it's just
Absolutely
lawn,
not.
if there's just grass,
Yeah, it's grass.
or snow, go. And don't be mad as a house. Like any other time of the year.
Get off my damn
I would
lawn.
be fine.
Yeah.
But let the-
Oh my God, are we those people?
yes, you guys have for a little bit were there. Get off my damn lawn.
Oh my goodness, more self-reflection.
That's for just the one
Halloween
night of the year
hangout.
we can have the kids
Wow.
be kids and be like, that's cool. Oh, you want to get more candy? Go do it. I wish as a kid that was what we were allowed to do. I wish that was like the common thing. I think we should try to make the world a better place. And how we make the world a better place on Halloween is let the kids get more candy.
Jared wrote something pretty funny. He wrote the Riddler, Catwoman, and the Batboy.
Yeah,
It
and
works.
Bat Boy's a double entendre. Nicely done.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. I like that. Good text.
Mitchie R, are UNICEF boxes still a thing? Not the actual boxes, but I do believe they are still a thing.
Do the
I
kids
remember
Oh
now have
seeing
like
it
a
last year
QR
something.
code?
I
Or
think so.
What the heck?
remember UNICEF boxes?
Yes, of course.
Those are great.
Those were great.
A good way to get rid of change.
Hopefully they went to the
My
UNICEF.
dad.
Right? Yeah.
For self-reflect. My dad had like this monster bottle of Canadian Club. Any child of the 80s, I'm sure your parents had one, like the big one like this. And it was like at my parents' wedding. And he kept changing there. He would just throw like loonies, toonies, anything. And then every Halloween, he would take like a bowl and he would dump it in. And he'd be like, well, UNICEF. And he would put all the small change in the boxes. Sometimes if he was running low, a kid get a loony. It was good.
Yeah, there are no boxes apparently since like 2013 or something like that. But they do have National UNICEF Day, which is today. where they look
that
for
makes
donations and
I
stuff.
actually liked having the UNICEF box. You have it around your neck.
I don't think I ever actually had
You look like
it.
a good person.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
always
actually
did it.
had it and walked around with it. We always left the coins out ready to go, so when they came, you put the coins in.
I always did the UNICEF. And my parents would be like, it's for the kids. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's what happens when your mom was a teacher and worked in Edmonton Catholic schools and your dad worked for Children's Social Services. It's about the kids.
Yeah, that's lovely, actually.
Yeah.
I do want to wish everybody a happy Diwali as well.
Yes. What do we do with, how do we
What is
celebrate?
Diwali?
There's fireworks?
Yeah, lots of fireworks.
Yeah.
It's light. It's a festival of lights. So what it is, it's like no matter what team you cheer for, no matter what religion, political background, whatever, we wish everybody prosperity. And it's the festival of lights. So it's
cool.
welcoming light into your life and getting rid of the darkness. So I wish all of you nasties and whoever's listening and all you good people out there, including these guys, happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali. Don't blow anything up tonight or light anything on fire with a sweet firework display.
Oh my God.
Didn't that happen last year?
It's going to be so many fireworks. Yeah.
Good. Cool.
It's going to be so many to you guys. I'm already getting annoyed thinking about it. Just stop it after 11. That's not going to happen. People are going to wild out today. What is it, Wednesday?
Can you drink
Today's
on Diwali?
Thursday.
Of course.
Oh, let's go.
It's everybody. It's India itself celebrates it.
Yeah.
India, so it could be like any culture, religion, whatever, right?
Cool. I like this.
Yeah. It's just for everybody.
Okay. Just don't blow anything up. Don't light anything on fire.
Yeah. Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't be annoying.
We don't need
Yeah.
fires.
Yeah. If you want light in your life, be a good person.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Any
beautiful.
jackass that does a firework after midnight, no happy Diwali to you. Because I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's not. Is Diwali tomorrow?
No, it's today.
Yeah, so then if it's after midnight, it's not even Diwali.
Legit, eh?
They're not. They're past the Diwali. Also, I did bring a change of costume shirt, so for when I go to the Elks press conference today, I won't be.
I know. I'm going to change.
I won't be a
back to-
crayon at when Chris Morris is announced as the new president of the team.
Die. Just
Although I am
picturing
green, like, hey, Chris Morris, yay! I just need the yellow crayon next to me.
You just don't want to be that person. Neither did I. That's why I came early to quickly change.
Reed Wilkins, is Tom Ron Kittle or Tim Salmon?
Well, Reed, as you know,
I don't think that's either of those two eras.
Those two players did not wear
No.
this particular uniform. This is mid to late 90s, 96,
think
97.
who could've.
I was thinking, like, if I wanted to be a player, because I do have my name and number on the back. Shout out to Sean and Reed over at City of Champs for hooking us up with these.
I wanted to get one of those. I
They're
messaged
awesome.
you, but they were sold out when you posted. I remember.
Well, Reed was just here last week. Like, they're going to do more. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
it was nice.
Yeah, he stopped by. You're gonna be happy why he stopped by. Anyway, you could be like Jason Giambi, Eric Chavez, Miguel Tejada, Izzy Molina, who's the catcher. Don't say back catcher, by the way. That's a very Canadian thing, and it's incorrect. Do you notice that? It's not. You say back catcher to anybody who actually knows baseball, and they're like, "Are you slightly slow?"
Well, I'm trying to think if how often I would ever say back catcher.
People say back catcher, and it's incorrect.
I don't feel like I would use that much. Maybe in slow pitch.
No, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. Anyway, who else was on that team? I said Todd. AJ Hinch, Scott Spezio. I think Trammell Sledge might have come after that. Matt Stairs was on that team. That was this era.
Yeah, Justin Morneau, somebody said that was the last era.
Last era. That
which was like with the
green gold.
Yeah, and the leaf on it and all of that. Mm-hmm. I really like that era.
There was like Matt LaCroix. Yeah, Morneau, all those Twins players. This is like the late 90s. This was Oakland days.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I should get Riverhawks one or that one.
Both great choices.
I know, right?
But support.
this economy, I want one. I gotta buy all my EST merch too.
Pop-up store. It's up live.
Yes.
Portions of this are brought to you by the Hot Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehotproductmarketing.com. Pop-up store is live on our website, edmontonsportstalk.com. At the very top, shop EST. We're taking orders until November 10th. Once November 10th comes, the store will close. We'll put the order in, and then everything will be shipped on or before December 15th. So you'll have it in time before Christmas. And there is no other way to get EST merch right now for the rest of 2024 beyond the store or joining up in the Nasty Club, as I'm still waiting for that stuff to come in. So that hopefully will come in the next week or so, and then start getting those Nasty Club bundles out there. But if you want to get in the pop-ups, there are a lot of great items, from shirts to hoodies to zip-up hoodies. We've got 6 o'clock or lager glasses. We got Birdie Boo shot glasses, EST socks. If you're in the Nasty Club, you will be getting a pair of socks, but we got 2 versions of socks. You can pick one up in the store. We've got various versions of the hats, including Oilers colors, Riverhawks colors, Stingers colors, Elks colors. What else am I missing? Some youth stuff in there.
Baseball tees.
I
got one.
A couple of women's specific items that I did not pick. Chelsea picked from the Hive.
V-neck.
So she knows what she's doing.
Because my Eva G always wants EST stuff. There's the V-neck T-shirt,
Half zip up.
quarter zip.
I think that's, those are the 2
Anything
female
else?
things. Like specific items that
No, I
are
think those are
like
those 2.
designed and stuff. So that and Chelsea picked those, said they're great. So I didn't know what I was doing with that. Chelsea did. So you've got a women's opinion. So for all the ladies out there, there's a women's opinion deciding on that one.
Lovely.
EST or EdmontonSportsTalk.com. We should try to find if there's EST.com somewhere. EdmontonSportsTalk.com, very top shop, EST. The Hive, product marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk.
Okay, I've got a couple of texts via the Paris Jewelers inbox I want to get into.
Go
It's been
for
a
it.
very hot start to the show. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Jeffy says, let teenagers trick or treat as long as they're not being douchebags. This is one of their last acts as, quote, children, unquote, before being dragged into the hellscape that is adulthood. Let them be. Be happy for them. Also, what should I put in my coffee mug while I go out with my daughter tonight? Bailey's. That's my suggestion.
Bailey's.
Well, I've got 2
I would
things
say
on that.
What do you got?
Well, one, like, and some people like Big Uke. And I get where Big Uke's coming from. He says if someone wants to put effort in a costume, give them candy. Let them. Who really cares how old? Just if you're older, make sure you got a damn good costume. I'll agree on that last part. If you're dressed up in a really good costume, get your candy.
Agreed.
I just
100%.
think even when we're in high school and stuff, you don't go in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just it's
Like,
where
I
are you
don't
gonna go
know.
with
Go to
your
a dance. Halloween
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
I'm
Or
sorry. Yeah, I think you're grown past it.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna turn someone away from candy. Come up to the door with a bag. I'm not gonna be like, "Pfft,
Yeah, but
how old are you?
if you get a 25-year-old, I'd be like, oh my God, are you serious? And then I'd be like, here, take it.
Yeah, but you also like you wouldn't really know. Like if Trev came up to your door,
Oh, well.
would you really know? Like if he's in some sort of costume, would you not?
No,
like he
you
looked
wouldn't
kind of
know.
high schoolish, so you
Exactly.
give the candy.
Yeah.
But I just think that when you're at the time, no, go.
If you are
do
coming
that.
to my door and you're in high school and you have like the Scream mask on, get out of here. If you are dressed very, if you're dressed, if
for
you're
the
dressed,
kid.
yeah, but if
or
you're
like
dressed,
teens or something. You're saying,
exactly.
older.
But I like that he's mentioned that if you like actually took your time, but that means you really enjoy Halloween, and it's all good. Like I love Halloween. This is why I'm very dressed up. I feel like because I don't half-ass anything, guys. But I actually like Maddie's costume.
And this is full half-ass.
He's a sexy crayon.
Oh.
But you
For
can
that,
be-
I think I need to like make this a V-neck.
Yeah, but I was gonna say if you put sexy in front of anything, it's just the funniest
Well,
thing.
that's what they do when I was shopping for this. Just all the like costumes. It's just like a sexy or whatever, and they just add all that. Like,
Because you could be like, I'm a sexy baseball player, right?
Then for that, you just have to open up a couple buttons.
Yeah, or Will could have been like, I'm a sexy Dusty or something, right? Like, it would have been
Oh,
hilarious.
Dusty's not sexy.
No. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, you just,
I get what
yeah.
you're saying. It is funny, though.
Like Reagan, that costume Reagan, which I told Gager to be Reagan because he loves her so much, but he's like, everybody's gonna be
Reagan.
But you just put sexy in front of it. Now you're sexy Reagan.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so now I don't have a house. You don't have a house.
No.
Do you have a house?
I do.
Do you stock up on the alcohol for the parents?
Yeah, so
Do
I was
you?
gonna ask you guys, like,
'Cause
you guys-
I want to do that if I ever have a
I
house.
haven't done that, but
Oh, I would
we don't
love
get that
to do
many
that.
kids. But like, do you like? This is what I heard from like Ellerslie parents is that they hand out little samples.
oh,
Now,
the-
see, I would have the
Airplane
bottle
bottles.
and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, parents need a
Yeah,
top up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need some
And that.
coffee? Like, yeah, kids, here's your thing. Do you guys need anything?
Can we help you?
Have a good night."
Yeah. That's That's
Love
being
that.
a good neighbor.
And
I
I
would
hear it's
wanna do
common
that.
now. It's common. Is it common, guys? Like,
Well,
Let
it's
me
I
know.
think like it's in the coffee. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they have like these tumblers.
I don't think you're walking around with a beer can.
Also, you could be a
No,
sexy
yeah.
parent. That could be your costume.
That's an oxymoron. But
Not a MILF.
Yeah, somebody's.
I wasn't going there. Like You know what? Wait, that's a good point. Like with the bottles or having a beverage option
Like a
for
bar?
adults.
Yeah.
You just look at them in the eyes and you go, and you point to.
Yeah.
Like there's this understanding. All you need to do is look in them in the eyes and please.
I love that. If you guys do that,
and you definitely don't leave
you
that one
guys
just
have
on
a
the porch.
special happy Diwali, those ones.
Yes.
Okay, Big U heard it too. He says, I thought Jasmine said Reagan, so now I'm picturing a sexy President Reagan and my day is partially run. And that's what I thought you were talking about Reagan. I'm like, who's Reagan?
Is it Ray? It's Ray.
Ray Gunn.
Yeah.
But it sounded like Reagan. And so it's like President Ronald is really into the presidential election right now. So I'm going to go in the past and be a sexy Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. He was a man rocket at
Best.
75.
Best.
Here's a good tip for tonight. If you don't want them on the lawn, then put up Halloween danger or caution tape and
Yeah,
stakes
that's
to
good,
block it up. Otherwise, let them cut.
I like that.
Good text.
Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook.
Cut, but cook,
Oh.
sure.
Don't let them cook. We all say that nowadays.
Whoa. Okay. A text came in and says, Tommy, you're dating yourself. They don't do dances anymore. I know high school we'd always have a Halloween dance.
We did too.
And
But not
junior
like
high.
on high school or on Halloween.
Well, we didn't.
Well, I mean, there'd be a
It'd be
Halloween
like on
dance.
Halloween, like tonight. I don't think there would be anything.
Yeah, but the
so
Friday
you're going
before.
to you'd maybe go to like a friend's house and
Sure.
that
but,
would be it.
But like that would be my fill for Halloween. Like say Halloween was like this one's weird. It falls on a Thursday. It feels like the longest week of Halloween ever. But like
Yeah, well, you got to celebrate it twice.
basically,
There was
right?
a lot of Halloween parties last weekend.
Yeah.
There was.
There's going to be some Halloween parties this weekend.
Yeah,
Probably.
there is.
At the
Yeah.
bars and stuff. So it's like a double Halloween year.
double
Which is
whammy.
awesome. Keep it going because, Christmas is around the corner and then that's going to be beat to death too.
You have an
Well,
issue?
it's already
People-
there's already
let me-
Christmas
can-
stuff.
Thank you. Let me just, first of all, I've seen posts of people like with the Mariah Carey memes saying that they're going to put a tree up tomorrow. Have you lost it? Have you seriously lost it? Calm me down, guys. Can't you
Inside
wait?
the
Serenity
privacy
now.
of their home, they should be able
Halloween,
to
that's
do what you want inside your
My
home.
Whatever,
goodness.
man. Wait till
Don't
after
put it on-
after Remembrance Day. I think that's best. But then people are like, oh, I have 3 kids and they love it. Dude, you're gonna have the tree
Actually-
up like all of November, all of December. Lazy ones are still gonna have it up in January.
Oh yeah.
There was I want to say almost an unwritten tradition in radio that it was the day after Remembrance Day for the last few years was the first day Christmas music would come. The first all Christmas station would come the day after Remembrance Day. Last year, the one in the area, there was one that's I think started November 1st. I'll be tuned in tomorrow
I'm
to
not
see if that
surprised.
station flips. It's big for me when I want that music station to come because years ago at 1260, myself and Jess Jackson from The Bear, the whole place, Bailey's was very much available throughout the Christmas season
Wow.
because,
Must care about you.
well, we bring it ourselves, like we would
okay.
have it and
Yeah.
everyone just drinks it because it's the one time of the year where you could drink Bailey's on a Tuesday at 9 and you're just in the Christmas spirit. You're not an alcoholic or anything.
It was a very fun office to be in at that point
So
of the year.
it used to, at one point it used to be like December. And then Jess and I were one day talking like, when could we start the Christmas spirit? And we were like, well, when the first radio station flips to all Christmas.
Yeah.
And so last year that was November 1. So I will be listening tomorrow. If that station plays the Christmas music, you can bet that there'll be a bottle of Bailey's in my office, ready to go.
I'll
be in
see you
I'm
there.
gladly in that Christmas spirit.
I love Christmas spirit. Darren said he puts us up on November 4th. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay, we got
Fine.
this.
I give up.
It's fine. The Godfather texting in Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. Sexy Crayon needs to trade spots with Tommy and spread the legs for the ladies.
Oh my god.
That's got to unwrap a little bit here. That's how you get the sexy crayon.
The nasties
You start
are all
sexy
unwrapping a
nasties
little
today.
bit.
Shorts would have been better. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what's going on here? Alicia texting in saying, I graduated in 2019. We never had any dances in high school, but we had dances in junior high. I remember they
Yeah, same junior high.
we
High
had both
school.
junior high and high school.
I agree. Yes. We would have had high. No, I don't think I had. Did we have high school dances?
We definitely did at
Right?
AOB. Definitely did at AOB.
I'm trying to remember if I
Children
did.
are wild and
You were literally, you're like 5 years younger than me.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember if they were there.
Unless, well, they did put in a new floor back then at AOB, but they would cut. They had the cover. For
Maybe there was.
Was it
I
like
don't-
much music
but
dances? That's
there
what I
was that
remember.
one. I
Totally,
remember
yeah.
those in junior high for sure.
And then people would just get wasted and be like, "Oh, did you hear who puked last week at the dance?"
So was there no
Assholes.
dances though at all, like through junior high or high school now for kids? So like,
Well, Alicia had them in junior high, but not high school.
oh, she's okay.
There'd be fights. There'd be smoking. There'd be drinking.
No,
there'd
we
be
had
puking.
Yeah, because the mats would
There'd be sex.
They had something that rolled on the floor.
Yeah, because they finally got a new floor. It was that school opened in like the late '60s, and then it took them 35 years or 40 years to put in a new floor, and they wouldn't let us play floor hockey anymore. We had to go outside.
That's what really matters, though.
Way to
I
go,
think we played it
Augie
with that
and
thing on the
Darwish.
floor. I think they put that mat down and we played it on the floor.
Really?
I think.
Weird.
I can't remember now. How did I lose such bad memory? Like it's like almost gone. Because I'm trying to remember the dances fully.
This one says they were there, Matt. I graduated in 09 and we had them.
Kate, thank you.
I went to McNally. I don't really remember.
If you graduated in 09, then that was a year after me, so you'd remember better than I.
Oh, this is good. Collingwood Rob. When I got divorced, we were 3 bachelors living in a home on the south side. Our first Halloween, we not only handed out candy, but handed out mini bottles of booze to the parents. Our buddy's cousin owned a liquor store, so that helps, obviously. The following year, we had every parent come up to our door. That was the best move because we never had anyone complain about our parties. Collingwood Rob. That is neighborly strategy. Well done.
That's
Be
like
good on Halloween.
Yep.
Get the goodwill.
that's an Indian wedding hack too. If like, because we throw like 5-day weddings. And,
Yes.
and throw like.
And there's like all this elaborate dancing, which I'm very jealous of.
Oh yeah, don't
as a
worry.
bad
You guys
dancer.
are getting an invite soon to one of my cousin's parties. So, anyways,
Parties. That was about a wedding. I was like,
No,
what's,
it's a-
what?
it's
We're
a-
getting invited to a wedding?
I'll tell you guys that later. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so what we'll do is we will hand out notices and we'll be like, you guys just come and eat and drink as much as you want. Like
Wow.
you just come on over. It's the
Samosas, please.
Yeah, exactly. Millions and millions of them,
I'll have
and
some.
lots of alcohol with bartenders, DJs. It's a whole party. But that's our trick too to keep the neighbors happy.
That's brilliant.
Boys House. You remember Boys House?
I remember Boys House.
They
What a
used
strange
to.
place.
They would just go became friends a little bit with the neighbors and stuff. And you go and you invite them and you tell them this is what's happening. And
Yeah.
as long as you give the heads up. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's out of respect.
And then if they ever come
Whoa.
and ask for something, then you take care of it. What's
Okay,
the woe for?
Megs. Meg says, I graduated from Lazert in 2009. There were no dances. I'm almost positive. Well, having grown up in Londonderry and then Hollow Canyon and knowing that area very well, it could get a bit rowdy in that area. So maybe somebody ruined it before Megs, and I apologize for that because those dances were fun. I went to AOB, so that was Southside School, even though I was a Northsider. Same with you, right? Yeah.
Just so sad.
Yeah.
Just across the room.
Yeah, it's very.
That's almost the
It's like
central-ish.
Bonnie
Yeah,
doing Otwell.
centralish. Yeah, and Bonnie Doon is south side.
Yeah.
I consider it.
Capilano.
Yeah,
It is Capilano.
It's still southy though.
My son is in 9th grade. They have a dance for the last 2 periods of school today. See, that's all right. Right? That's the last couple blocks, so a couple hours. It's
It's a fun day.
fun.
Halloween's a fun day.
Yeah,
It's
it's such a
fun.
fun
Just
day.
just ready to go. The kids get to go and get their candy, and everyone gets to have a good time, and it'll continue throughout the weekend,
And this
and it's
is
going to be great.
This is why I love the fact that I guess it's on Thursday. So 2 weekends of Halloween, and you dress this place up. Love, it's so lovely. Like I love this. I love Halloween.
Yeah, but now I got to go buy Christmas stuff. It's not
No
going
problem.
up. Don't worry. Not going up
I
right
just
away.
Looked at you.
Somebody texts in, wait till after Remembrance Day. I respect
I do
that.
believe. I do
what I
stand by
said.
that. I do
Yeah.
stand by that. Yeah.
And also the
But inside your
protocol-
home, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
If
I
if
get
that's
it.
what you like, go do it. My family used to do Grey Cup Sunday.
Oh,
That or Grey Cup weekend. That was for whatever
week
reason for the
of
longest time.
November.
That was our tradition. Is that's when we would do it.
I respect that too. Fergie's prostate or any other military or anyone that would be familiar with it. But the etiquette and protocol for poppies is, I think, like people are wearing them now.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it starts.
that's good.
Technically, starts now.
Yeah,
yeah.
but not after November 11th.
That's correct. I got an email about
It's
it.
a respectful
You
thing.
got an email about
Yeah.
it? Oh, work
RCMP.
email?
Yeah,
Yeah.
saying like it
You guys have the
starts-
protocols and all
Yeah,
that?
it starts now, and then you remove it then.
Dave the Welder. I learned how to dance, drink, smoke, kiss, have fun with friends, all being within arm's length of parents and friends. Not having a community dance is a problem, in my opinion. Growing up, going to family/community dances with my family and parents, you learn how to dance, interact with people of all ages, build friendships and community. We make a point of hosting and putting on a community dance every year at our farm to build community, host families with kids of all ages, need more dances. It's a social.
Yeah, kids these days with their phones, it's good that they
Like gaming and
interact,
stuff.
right? Yeah.
Like they're making friends, but they're all over the world. That there's no actual hanging out.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually allowed to go. I had to beg my parents to let me
what,
go. And
dances?
my friends weren't allowed to go.
Because you were probably a hellraiser.
No, that's maybe why I became one.
Yeah.
No.
Duh.
So I envy a lot. I did end up going, but
Two.
a dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
We've got an 03 grad from Lazert who said, we had dances all the time. So something happened.
So they ruined it. Between 03 and 09, something occurred.
Somebody totally ruined it.
Alan or Elaine, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I also went to AOB. There's a lot of people that went to AOB that I'm finding.
For a small high school.
That's kind of just hidden. I feel like it's crazy how many people are AOB grads. And I love now everyone should telling us which high school and when they graduated. Emmy Lazur, class of 80. Bonnie Dude, 79. St. Albert Belrose, class of 05.
I love
So
it.
cute, you guys.
Dudley, 04, Jasper Place. Never had a dance. What the hell's going on out there?
It's memory lane today,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Let's all self-reflect on Halloween.
Yes.
Yes, because that's what you do. You look back on your life while you're a sexy crayon, sexy Catwoman, and sexy baseball player.
Legit. Sexy nasties.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Too funny.
This is the EST Hangout. Matt, Tommy, Jasmine with you here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Okay. I sent in a cool bet parlay. Patty just responded. Love that a lot.
Nice.
So what I sent in, Oilers money line, Leon 1+ goal. Then I jumped into the nasty chat. I went with Jeff Skinner over 2.5 shots, Evan Bouchard over 1.5 shots. So Oilers money line, Leon 1+ goals, Jeff Skinner over 2.5 shots, Evan Bouchard over 1.5 shots. Keep it locked on coolbet.com. Go to exclusives. There'll be an EST parlay there. And usually Coolbet gives us a nice little bump up as well.
Nice.
So we'll see what that is. Either the Lock Shop boys today will let you know what that is, or when I'm on Two Guys and a Goalie with Gager and Cass, I will let you know what the number shows up as. The official drink of the EST Hangout is the Finnish long drink. Legend of 1952, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada is where you can go look to see which liquor stores around you have it in stock so you can go enjoy the delicious, delicious drink. Maybe one that you throw in that thermos to walk around with tonight.
Right.
Just throw that out
So
there.
P. Greggy got that up pretty quickly.
Is it already up?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, no. He's saying he
gonna
loves
do
it.
He likes it. Okay.
So I just got the message that they love it. I'm waiting to see when they'll get it up. I don't know if it'd be up yet. No. So
I'm gonna
keep
get
it locked there.
Get to this text really quickly because it hits home. We had dances in junior high at St. Cecilia, but I don't remember any at O'Leary. I graduated in 07. I went to St. C's. I was supposed to go to O'Leary, but my mom working for empty Catholic school, she's like, "You're not going to O'Leary." I was like, "Why not?" She's like, "Your cousin and your Italian friends and your hockey buddies are going to be there. You're not going to graduate." So I'm like, "Then I'll go to St. Joe's where you are." She's like, "No chance." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "You have self-paced learning. You are not motivated." I'm like, "Then where the hell am I going to high school?"
That's what it's called, self-paced learning.
Yeah.
I was talking about St. Joe's with someone recently, and I forgot what to mention it.
She's like, "You're going to Austin O'Brien." I'm like, "Why? What is that? I don't even know." My uncle was a principal. Only saw him like twice. He was like, "Hey, Tom." Like,
Yeah.
"What's up, Jerry?"
We have sorry.
That was it. Like, I'm like, and then my mom worked there after.
Wow.
It was brutal.
Oh, wait. That's
Yeah.
kind of good, though. Keeps you in check.
And that's Eva G at her finest.
Yeah, well, like I think in my district was Wagner, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to Wagner. No. And then there's no way in hell I'm going to Page, because back then Page was a pretty bad school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like gangs and stuff like that, right? And then I wanted to go to Harry Ainley. Couldn't get in. That was like a really hard high school to get in.
Harry Ainley?
Yeah, and then I had to apply to get into McNally. I had to take a bus to McNally, but I did it, and it was a good school at that time. It was very
It was high learning
high
school, wasn't
achieving.
it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so luckily I got
It's
it.
like Mac on the Catholic side, right? No
Yes.
chance. No chance.
Okay. Let's start CFL. I do want to get to the MOP announcements. We'll get there shortly. But the Elks, they announced yesterday Chris Morris is the new president and CEO of this club. He's leaving the University of Alberta Golden Bears football team to take over his old team. He helped rebuild the Golden Bears and turn that program around, leaving them in a way better spot than when he took them over. Now he's going to go try to do the same thing with the Edmonton Elks. Press conference 2:00 today. Keep it locked on Edmonton Sports Talk. We will get you that info. Tommy, you haven't had a chance to speak about it yet. I haven't had a chance to speak about it yet. I don't know if Jasmine, if you have much thoughts on this hire yet. But Tommy?
Happy it happened.
Yeah.
You guys can talk about it.
Yeah, finally, right? Interesting choice. I know, we talked a lot about Sean Fleming, the business background, and obviously deep roots and connection to the Eskimos, the Double E, and still in the community. This one's like you look at it and take a step back. You're like, why is the U of A coach and director, guy in charge of the football program, going to be the president of the Elks now? And you ask it honestly, and it's, yes, he rebuilt that program, but rebuilding a university football program is slightly different than overseeing a professional football team. However, there are intangibles that do cross over. For that football program, they needed funding, they needed money. Jay Milne talked a lot about that, as well as Reed Wilkins, Jed Roberts. Jed was great yesterday on the show. You establish business connections in the community, and the U of A alumni and the football program has a lot of great business people that probably helped Chris Morris out. He's an educator, and he knows how to deal with people. Is he a numbers money guy? Well, now he might be a little bit, having overseen the football program for the last dozen years. But then the other thing too is, and he talked a lot about it, is putting the right people, treating people right, getting them to commit to the franchise. Not just the football players, the staff, the medical teams are very committed already. Athletic therapists, trainers, all of that. And I think what he was alluding to is building a culture. And that's something that has been missing, as you've alluded to many times, for the last 14, 15 years. And so I think that's the strength of Chris Morris. And he might not be the best numbers guy, money guy, finances, all that stuff, but he has an idea and a bit of an understanding. Plus, you have a good CFO who can help you out. You got good business people that can provide him with the information he needs to make the right decisions. He knows football, so he knows a lot of people within the football community. So getting the right GM, president of football ops, whatever that looks like in place in the structure on the football side, he can handle that no problem. So there are a lot of things that and areas of a pro football franchise that he can oversee and has good insight into and expertise. Is the financial business side. Maybe not as much, or maybe we don't give him enough credit, and he actually does have that. But I like the idea of people, the right people, and getting them to buy in and create a good culture. That's
the thing. I want to hear what he has to say about the business side of things. Because when you're the president of a football team, you're not just president of football. You've got business operations, and it is one thing to go get money for scholarships, to get money to renovate your gym. It's another thing to make sure that Commonwealth is filled. It's another to make sure you've got the proper vendors in place. It's another to make sure the signage is proper. All of that little extra, the ticketing. Our boy Dave Jamieson, he's an interim with the ticketing team right now. They need to hire a new head of ticketing, and that's a big role.
Yep.
You've got to know who to get for that. Like, there's a lot that goes into the business side that isn't connected to what I would think being a football coach of a university team.
Yeah.
And so I love the football side of this. Chris Morris, he did some really good things with the University of Alberta Golden Bears, as Reed kept pointing out yesterday. Some people may just look at his record and go, oh, this guy wasn't good enough. And you're not reading into seeing what he had to do. Like, he had took over a program that was in a terrible spot.
Yes.
And rebuilt it. Where this year we were talking, now it didn't go well this year, but we were talking about this team as potential Vanier Cup contenders maybe. Some injuries came up, didn't help him out with that. But also he went to the University of Alberta Golden Bears to build a football program while keeping the academic standard high. We're talking about McNally and Mac. U of A has a high academic standard, and that includes their athletic department. They don't just let anyone take over. They're not one of those schools that, oh, you could play football. We could allow bad grades in so you could be a great cornerback for us.
Right.
No, they expect high marks while being a great player.
Like, Jay Milne seems like a dumb jock, but he's actually a brilliant mind.
He's a smart guy.
He got
He is
past
very
it somehow.
smart.
I don't know how he got
Yeah.
through it. Well, those are the things Chris Morris had to fix, you know?
Yes.
How are we letting these type of players play? No, but that's like, so that goes into why his record also wasn't as great, is that he probably could have turned the football team around a lot quicker.
With just athletes.
If he just went for the athletes, yeah. If
with
he
the
went
school
just to go
stuff.
get those, I'm sure he could have turned down the Golden Bears a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But he focused because he also was the educator, comes from that background too. He wanted to make sure good people, but also they get their education.
I think he was at Emmy Lazard too as an educator.
I think it was Emmy.
Yeah. A lot of Emmy Lazard. What's up, Northside?
Naramanisa from CTV. She tweeted yesterday that he coached her or taught her.
Yeah.
That was,
I think he was
a
at
math
Londonderry,
teacher or
then he
something.
went to Emmy.
But so that's the thing. So now it's like, okay, so what are you doing with the business side? But then also when you're president, hands aren't in everything. It's you hire the right people to do those things. So are you going to be able to? Do you know the right people to hire for those? But this is a big day for the Elks franchise because as big as Larry Thompson was of buying this team and this team going to private ownership, he's not the guy that's going to do everything.
No.
The president is going to have to attempt to achieve Larry Thompson's vision. And now we finally have that president. Yeah. So now we'll start with the football side and go, okay, who are they going to hire as GM? Who are they going to hire as coach? But then also on the other side, because this team needs to get more people like Jasmine to be more interested in this club, to want to come out more often.
Yep.
You got to get in on that business side, and that's going to be fascinating to watch. And I'm excited to hear what he has to say about that. Try to convince you to be a little more like, yay, Elks.
Yeah.
But you have been they in a year where they were better obviously than the last couple seasons. But like you even said, I want to go to more games, I want to experience. You had a good time at the couple you went to, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to win to get me in.
I see. Well, Jasmine's a winner.
Well, and that's fair. Like there are.
For example,
you want to go support a winning team. I
Tommy,
get that.
Tommy, he was on the sidelines. How were your earmuffs that day, by the way?
I didn't use them because I'm a man. No, I wasn't that cold. It was good.
I'm sorry. I think I was watching the Oilers game at that.
A lot of people were. A lot of
And
people
it
were.
was
not.
kind of dead.
I was watching baseball.
Well, you had to do the pre and post.
It's a meaningless football game.
But you
Yeah,
had many screens to watch.
I did.
from.
Century Casino was great. It was great being at Century. But we did have the sound of the Oiler game, so I couldn't hear you. But we were excited whenever you
just
came on
brilliant
the TV.
stuff all game long from Dusty Eye and Suits.
Yeah, I did just tune into the Elks game quickly just to see, and I noticed that there was like nobody in the stands. But I bet you if they were winning, you would see people there.
Yeah, that was a tough sell.
Yeah, that game, if you go back to the last game of the season, they're already out of the playoffs. They're finished. It's a cold night where the Oilers are taking on Sidney Crosby and the Penguins. It's
That's
the
right.
Hall of Fame
fair
night.
enough.
And the
fair
game
enough.
started at 7:30.
Yeah.
The football game.
Yeah.
did.
7:30.
on a cold night.
Yeah.
Like that game would have been for a West final.
Yeah.
Like if the Elks go win that football game and they're hosting the West final, then yeah, I could see more people. But there was a lot going up against them in that game.
They didn't do a Halloween theme night or anything. I saw I saw posts of them with like Halloweeny posts, but did they do anything Halloweeny that day?
I didn't see any. I didn't look for it
You
though.
can't.
That would have been tough. There might have been people in costumes.
Oh,
I
you
get
just
like going to the
dress up.
bars and like the parties,
Yeah.
but I don't think you could do it like a week out on.
Good with your kids and stuff. Or, dress up, get $1 off, chips or something.
yeah.
I don't know.
There might have been. There's probably like 12,000 people there.
Yeah.
And
They announced 15.
oh, that's good.
That was the announce.
Yeah, well, a lot
It
of them
wasn't
left at halftime. So, but yeah, that was a tough sell. Really tough sell. Good game though, like a crazy finish. Trey Ford, I do think that is his last game as an Elk.
You know why I don't?
Why?
Yesterday it changed.
Why is that?
He was on in studio with Jason Greger yesterday.
Yeah.
And you could talk to Hernan about this, Gage, like you've seen this with Oilers. When a season's over, you leave town. You get out quickly. You're gone. For Trey Ford to still be in Edmonton and then agree to do local media, and not just local media, to do an in-studio hour. Why are you doing that if you're leaving
We
town?
had Jamin Pelly for an hour yesterday, or half an hour.
Exactly, but he'll be part of the team, or you think he'd want to be part of this team.
Yeah.
If you're a player that's ready to walk, that you're done, I'm done with this franchise, I'm gone. You're not doing an hour in studio local media.
That's a good point.
After your season, when I saw that was happening, that's when it changed for me, and I went, I think this guy's, it's open. The door is there. If the Elks want him, they could get him.
Okay.
Because again, like I get maybe doing a phoner even, but to do an in studio for an hour on a Wednesday when your season ended last Friday and you could have left town on Monday. I don't understand why, if you're done with a franchise, you would do that. Because you don't have to agree to that. You could, if the team says, hey, we've got this request for you, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm out of town.
Well, I think he's going to be courted by a few franchises. One of them that we just witnessed playing the Elks last week. So,
But he wouldn't be promised a starting job.
yeah, that's fair.
And the Elks could, like, there's the only two jobs that are teams that I think could offer a starting job, Edmonton and Calgary. Unless Hamilton does say no to Bo, which he is. We will get to this in a bit. He is officially the East Division nominee for
yeah,
MLB.
I know. And he got benched.
Yes. And if it wasn't for Taylor Powell getting hurt against the Elks in that game when he got benched, this isn't, and we're not talking about Bo Levi Mitchell being the most outstanding player nominee for the East. Yeah. But do they maybe look at it and say, we're going to move on? But for a starting role in 2025, the only real openings that we could, I think, definitively say right now are here in this province.
Fair.
So, because Chad Kelly got big money.
I know, but Chad Kelly created a big problem.
100%. But they stood behind him. And I just don't know how you get out of that. They signed him last summer to a 3-year contract worth $1.865 million, making him the highest paid player in the league. So he would have at least 2 more years left on that. I don't know how you move on from that contract. So if you're like, that's the one advantage I think the Elks might have. Like, Pinball might want him.
Yeah.
And it might be a thing of, hey, well, if the Elks could only offer backup role, yeah, maybe Toronto gets in there.
Right.
But if it's the Elks in Calgary saying, we want you to be a starter, and no one else is. But then there's also the VA conversation in this.
I know.
If Calgary sits there and goes, well, we're in the VA sweepstakes. If you're the Elks and you're Trey Ford, you kind of force back to each other.
I like
gravitate back to each other.
I like that idea. I like the idea of Trey Ford coming back here, getting a fair shake, being given the reins as QB1. But
come on, Jasmine.
What happened?
So how's everyone's day? JK laugh emoji in the nasty chat. Jumping on your thoughts on Trey Ford.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Continue.
Oh, thanks.
It was Maddie you interrupted.
I like the
Talking to
idea of
nasties.
him coming back. I want to see him come back. I think he's good enough to be a starter in the CFL. And I think a lot of it has to do with who is the coach and who is the GM. Maybe the owner, maybe Chris Morris has a conversation with Trey. Maybe that's why he's sticking around, to meet the new president.
And that's the thing. But that opens up then that the door is still open.
Yeah, but I think he will have offers from elsewhere.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I got a little bit. I remember Mike Riley's last game with the Eskimos. I filled in for that game, not on the broadcast, but just for TSN that day. And I remember talking to Mike, and it had similar type of feelings in regard to how Mike treated that last game to what Trey and his demeanor was like on Friday last week. So I was like, oh, I've seen this. Did not end up being the quarterback staying with the double E that next year. So I don't know. I hope he stay. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he embraced being the face of the franchise. I think he's very exciting to watch. So I hope his future is here. But I just got a few indicators on Friday and listening to people around the organization like, I don't know. We don't know. And then I saw Pinball Clemens be very cordial with him. And I was like, You don't see that very often.
Chris Morris was sitting in your spot when Jay and I were here with the hangout with him. I remember asking him about Trey Ford because we were talking about the Elks at the time. He had good things to say about Trey. Like,
That's a good thing.
it wasn't like one of those like, well, he maybe needs more time. It's a good thing MBT was here. Like, spoke very highly, I felt, of Trey Ford. And I'd have to go back and watch that one again to get the full quotes. But with Chris Morris being there, my gut says he's a Trey guy.
I like that. And if Trey could see the Elks and the change in ownership, president, GM potentially, coach potentially, as this Elks franchise being a new organization, quote unquote, if you know what I mean, and a fresh start, then yes, with already that established rapport with the community and the fan base, then that might be an easy fit. But yeah, there's just some things on Friday I was like, I didn't like that. Just didn't seem like a guy that was going to stick around.
Well, that and the Monday media conference, his post avails weren't exactly like ones that you got this confidence of. But then, yeah, seeing him do still an in studio hour media yesterday.
Yeah.
Just to me, he was like,
That might be a good indicator.
Sticking around, maybe like he was staying around a little bit longer. Somebody asking, Norm asking, could Trey Ford be president of the media conference today? If he is, that'd be fascinating.
That'd be a good sign.
That's something I'll have to keep an eye for as we get down there. 2:00, Chris Morris will be announced, or unveiled, I guess, as the new president. They announced that yesterday. Sorry, Jasmine, I got to stick CFL one more thing here.
Sure.
You love the CFL, Jasmine.
I do. I love it.
I thought your handle on Twitter
Next year
for a
you're gonna have
while
to
was
go for
CFL
it.
Jasmine.
Yeah, it was. It was. I just recently changed it.
Edmonton Elks Outstanding Rookie nominee Nick Anderson is now the West nominee for Most Outstanding Rookie. He's going up against the East Division nominee Shamir Bridges, who actually had a really good season with the Ticats. Started off stronger, tailed off a little bit. He had just under 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. Those 4 touchdowns came in earlier this year. The reason I know that is he was a member of the Dunya winning Sacramento Gold Miners. But Nick Anderson, the better player, I think, over the course of this season.
Him and Niles Morgan were great.
Niles Morgan, not the most outstanding defensive player. That will go to Roland Milligan. He's the West Division nominee. Most outstanding player, though, mentioned it, Bo Levi Mitchell, the East Division nominee. Brady Oliveira. Oliveira, thank you. Brady Oliveira, he is the West Division nominee, most outstanding player. Not my choice. I would have stuck with Roland Milligan, a guy who was both great defensively and played special teams, had interceptions, was a beast. But it doesn't shock me that they stick with the offensive player.
Suits and Dusty were talking about it. We had a quick meeting before the game, and they were talking about like Roland Milligan should get consideration for league MOP.
Yep.
Not just defensive.
Well, and this is MOP, and this is just overall most outstanding player, and it's gonna be Brady. Bo's not gonna win it.
Yeah,
I think they should have. I personally think they should have went with Roland Milligan. So I'm disappointed in this, but I will say Brady Oliveira had an amazing season. He is worthy of this.
Yeah, like he's a monster this season.
Honestly, if there was no East-West Division nominees, this would be Brady versus Roland.
Yeah.
If there was 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
If this was the NHL, you're doing the finalists, 3 of them. It would be those 2 we would be discussing. So it's a shame that it isn't like that in a sense in this one. So Roland Milligan, he'll win the most outstanding defensive player. He should be MOP. But he'll instead go to Brady, who once again, congrats to Brady because he's also a member of the championship Dunya winning Sacramento Gold Miners as well.
Just had to get that in there, huh?
Of course.
Speaking of Brady, Giselle's pregnant.
What?
You just had to go there.
Yes. Okay, you said that to us earlier. I'm like, what's going on?
I can't believe you don't know this.
No, I don't
Breaking
follow
news.
Giselle Bunchton.
And her jiu-jitsu boyfriend are expecting.
Congratulations.
Isn't that wild?
It's too soon.
Too soon
way
after
too
the break.
soon.
2 years. 2 years. You go divorce Tom Brady, and 2 years later, you're having a kid with your boyfriend.
And
That
Tom
seems
and
quick.
her have 3 together.
Was it?
2.
I think
3
they
or
have
4?
3, but Tom has 1 with Bridget
that's
Monahan.
Right. That's right. That's
You guys
right.
know with Bridget Monahan?
Yeah, before Giselle.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I love Bridget Monahan.
Yeah.
And
See,
Michelle
again,
Monahan.
I know too much about pop culture sometimes, but absolutely.
Not a bad thing. There was
It's not a great thing.
There was a tweet I retweeted. It said, Imagine your dad is some random jiu-jitsu teacher, but your half sibling's dad is Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but your mom's still
Your
Giselle.
mom's a supermodel.
Yeah, but then
the richer one of the duo.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think there was like a reply of like, and your mom is a German supermodel. So
Yeah. I get it.
Well, that whole, like, again, even just Bridget Moynihan, Tom Brady, Giselle, but then jujitsu.
or Brazilian
Well,
supermodel. My
so-
bad.
Yeah, she's not German.
No, she's
Oh,
Brazilian.
I'm thinking of Heidi Klum.
Yeah, sorry, me too.
My bad.
Actually, same here.
Okay, so Tom Brady, in that time since their separation, wrapped up his career. He did win the Super Bowl with Tampa the one year.
Yeah.
But became a broadcaster, and now is a part owner of the Vegas Raiders. So he's been busy too. And now isn't he dating like some young supermodel thing too?
Oh, yeah.
It's never actually fully come out all the time of who he's dating. He's
there's-
been rumored with Kim Kardashian, actually,
Oh, come on,
in
Tom.
the past. There's been a little bit of those
Let's
rumors.
get
Yeah,
away
there
from
has
that.
been.
There was a Russian model at one point. There's been a few.
Is
that
he
have been
a
thrown out there.
spy?
To Norm, who's Bridget Moynihan. If you ever watched iRobot,
Yeah.
she is the female lead opposite Will Smith's character.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember her from.
Apparently Brady posted something after the announcement.
Like a congrats.
No, it was like and correct me if I'm wrong. It was like a scenery with some song in the background.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah, and
So
like
what-
he rarely posts
So Tom is like,
in the fields.
yeah.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
He loves his kids, so maybe it does hurt his feelings. I don't know.
Well,
And he
that's
did
nothing to do
love
with your
Giselle.
kids.
She was the one that wanted out because she didn't let the mans do his job.
Is that what happened?
She wanted him to stay retired.
And I understand that because he'd done it for 20 years. And there comes a point where I can understand is Tom is so focused on football that it's not he only focuses on football between August and January
Yeah.
when he's at the facility. He focused football 365, 24/7. So I kind of understand that.
You married Tom Brady. You know what you did.
But you also know that there has to be a point where you got to retire here.
That's fine.
Life has to carry on.
But Giselle shouldn't have just, gave him an ultimatum.
Well, like he had his one to return. And then
Yeah,
he wanted to
she
come
can
back
wait.
again.
She can
So then
wait.
she has every right to me sit there and be like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Really, always so controversial, this one.
That's the beauty
I
of
think-
sports
Well,
radio.
you
I
think-
think the female, if she's expressed over a number of years going, I hope that you retire. I can't keep doing this. I want more time with you. If you don't have more time with me, I don't think we could keep being together. And he keeps going back to football. I think she has every right to sit there like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Must be nice.
When you see that your husband loves football more than you, I fully understand why you'd be like, I'm done.
Again, obviously he loves football more than you. Connor loves hockey more than Lauren. Duh. It's just facts.
Right, but I can
Yeah.
understand where Giselle might sit there and like, you can't criticize a woman for at some point be like after 20 or 12 years, whatever they were together, finally be like, I'm tired of football.
It's just one more. He just wanted one more time.
It's never one more with Tom. It was never one more.
But then he
Football
retires.
is in his blood.
Yeah.
Now he's back and he's broadcasting.
And he
Exactly.
owns
Owner.
a team.
What do you think of his broadcasting?
Haven't heard him yet.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk much.
Haven't
What?
gone out of my way to listen either.
Wow, but he's now not allowed to do so many things that are going to impact him as a broadcaster because he can't be at team practices like for the other teams because
Yeah.
he's the owner of the Raiders.
Yeah.
He can't be part of those calls that happen or meets before a broadcast, which are very important that you would be part of when you jump on
Yeah.
with TSN or Dusty is. And those are important for you guys to get ready for the broadcast.
You get info that's important.
He can't be part of that. So there's a lot of things that just he's handcuffed with.
Okay, good point. Is that him? Like, first of all, which element of being involved in football, part owner or broadcaster, do you think is more lucrative? Because he signed a sweetheart deal. Was it Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But
deal.
what type of revenue is he making? I think he gets a 10% share of the Raiders.
I don't think it's the revenue you make in sports that matters.
What is it?
It's the selling of it later.
Oh
What?
yeah.
That's when you make your money in,
But then-
in sports. It's the fact that if he bought it, let's say 10% of the Raiders, let's say they're $2 billion. That's, what is that? Is that 200 million? Or is that 400 million? Whatever.
He's double dipping basically.
But it's when you sell it, if we've never seen franchise values drop.
Yeah.
The Raiders, if they're worth $2 billion now, if Tom Brady wanted to sell
They
5 years from now, they're probably worth $2.5 billion at that point. So
They're
if he sold
worth
it
way
10%, it just comes up. And it's that selling of it, that's where you make. With Daryl Cates, we talked about it yesterday. It's the franchise value a couple days ago. Franchise value for the Oilers now was $2.4 billion. I think we had or something. He bought that team for
240 million.
So that percent of value is where you're making your money in the end. That's the majority of the money that you are making when a sports franchise.
So he's double dipping. He's having the best of both worlds. However, it will affect his ability to deep dive on teams as a broadcaster, which, listen, might be fine because he has obviously a very vast wealth of knowledge when it comes to football and the game as a whole that maybe he doesn't need to be at practice, talk to the coaching staff of other teams, because that would be a no-no in the CBA if he's an owner.
That's wild, hey, to have
It
that
is.
much money.
Yeah.
To be like, I want to do Fox. I also want to own this, blah, blah. I can understand the owning part. You're not really doing much. You can have a management team, but to be so rich and just like unlimited money, basically, it's just wild.
They live in a different world.
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
Totally.
10-year, $375 million contract Brady got.
Yeah.
What book was I reading? There was a book Seth Wickersham did on the Patriots. What was it called? Patriots Way? Something like that. But he goes a little into Bill Belichick and then Tom Brady. And
Who is it?
Hello. Come on in.
we don't have candy for you.
Oh.
Where's my candy?
Nerd
Our
alert.
light wasn't on.
I guess you're still a baby. And
That's
your
a good
costume's
costume.
good.
Get in
Yeah,
front of the
you should-
camera. Show your Bob Marley costume.
It's
It's Ice,
fantastic.
Cube.
There you go. Well done.
Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah.
How was your
Yeah,
birthday?
Our porch lights wasn't on.
Yeah, I know. You're a crayon.
Yes,
He's
I
a
am.
sexy crayon. You're a sexy Bob Marley. See, it works.
And you're a baseball fan.
Sexy.
And he's a player.
Okay, you can leave now.
Great costume. Yours is the best.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, she put more work
Yeah,
into it than
see when you
us.
put effort into it. Yeah.
There was so in the book he talks about how Tom Brady, like how he realized when his life changed and how like and then when you read it, like you realize how it fully changed. I think it was after his first Super Bowl or something. He went to like Italy on a trip or something, and it was paparazzi.
Oh,
and it was in that moment you realize like your life is never the same. Never what it once was, where you can go and be like secluded, or you could go do just normal things. You go to the grocery store, everyone knows that you're at the grocery store now, and how that just changes. And something we'd never fully experienced, and to a degree don't want to a degree want to.
If you got the money, I don't
There's-
really care.
yeah,
You want a picture? Let's go. You know?
I've heard like that's the thing now. The picture thing is like instead of autographs and signing, like you get the seekers that want like 10 things signed. A lot of athletes now or celebrities will be like, let's just do a selfie. Quick.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, at least they're trying. Just do it. That's your job. Just do it. I appreciate that.
Yep.
I know you got to do your whenever you do your flyaway. We got to about into it dome.
Into it. You're going into it.
Into it dome. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced differently though. I don't think that's
Into it, dome?
Yeah.
What do you want to pronounce it like?
I don't. I just saying. I think.
What are you hearing?
I don't know. I think it's there's some different. I'm not gonna even try. I'm not
It's a
gonna try.
software company.
Okay.
Yes.
Into it.
In it, dome?
Pronunciation. Let's see if they've
Into
got.
it, dome.
Yeah, if they have like that, Google.
Oh, I should turn up my volume.
Yeah, do it.
Into it says
Do
Google.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That's what the Google
clarifying.
thing. Yeah, we could practice this. Oh, I'm not recording this.
Tyler from Terwilliger, Tyler in Terwilliger, he went. He sent me a review of it, and same with Lully from Up in the Sports.
Oh, yeah,
Up in the
Lully
Hockey.
was there.
Lully was there too, and he said it was okay. But I wanted to read Tyler and Terwilliger's little review he wrote me, which I appreciate you taking the time to do. Thank you. Okay, because he actually wanted to fill you in because you were curious about that.
Yeah. Tell me.
Okay. So he wrote, the app has its difficulties for sure, but for me personally, it was seamless. Game Face ID has you upload a photo of your face, which is referenced with the thousands of cameras in-house to scan you in without ever needing to use your phone for a ticket or anything. Separate lines to enter if you have this set up. So many bathrooms and areas to get food and drinks. All merch stands, stores, and concessions are grab and go. No cashiers. He said he got a $10 food and beverage credit added to his first visit. And then its payment is with your Game Face ID, which is pretty cool. He said the parking sucks. It would cost about 60 to 70 USD, but he said it was the safest and best option. And then he said traffic wasn't terrible, but he was there an hour and a half early.
Traffic actually can be pretty decent. And when I left, I went to the Rose Bowl game, and we drove there. And getting in and leaving actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah, surprisingly, right? For like LA.
Like you think like, it's going to take like 2 hours, and it actually goes a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I got mad at Edmonton traffic yesterday.
And then don't even get me started on traffic.
Well, there's just like people cutting in and don't know.
You had a day too yesterday?
I'm not getting
I was
there.
so late to work.
Just
yesterday. Yeah.
why? Just letting these people cut in for no, like they go to the end of the line. And it's like you're waiting this line, and it wasn't a merge one. It wasn't like you can merge
Was it
like this.
construction?
It wasn't zipper merge. No, it was just a normal like waiting to get onto the road, and it's just like you drive straight. So get in line. Don't try to cut, and then people let them cut. Or
But if you
like I
do
was
the-
sitting there at the light, and like the cars were at the ends. Like I didn't want to block the intersection. It was
Yeah.
green light. I didn't want to block the intersection, so I sat waiting. And then somebody came on the other side and went in front and sat in the intersection. I'm like, dude, no,
Okay,
we have
that's
some-
my spot.
But it's not
Like, and I'm
zippering. If
waiting
you can
for this-
zipper, it's all good.
but it's
Keep it
not
flowing.
zipper. But there's no
Yeah.
zippering. Like this isn't a zipper merge. This is just normal traffic. But this one lane exits.
Oh, I see.
So they were cutting in front to get into the exit instead of waiting in line. And I'm sorry, no, you don't get to just cut in on this one. This isn't again the zipper merge or something. But then it's like when there's an intersection and I'm sitting at this intersection and I'm waiting to go across. I'm not going because I'm not blocking the intersection because if the light changes, I'm not gonna be that guy because that's
yeah.
not what you're not supposed to do. But
Yeah,
then
you
this
don't.
person cuts in and sits there. I'm like,
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's a
they
dick
probably,
move.
they probably didn't see what was going on.
well, then they could see. They knew what they were doing. We're all waiting
Yeah.
in line. They
Yeah.
took the
was me,
opportunity.
Maddie.
They took the opportunity to cut in. Or then
kidding.
it starts moving. I start driving up, and then some guy comes again and cuts me off. I was like, dude, no.
Yeah.
Like, piss off.
I
You're
had,
legit.
Okay.
Again, not a zipper merge or anything like that.
No,
Goodness
that's
sake,
not.
say
Those are
thank you if you
different.
do
Those
that.
are different.
Just say thank you.
Zipper merge, you're supposed to go to
Manners.
the end, and you're supposed to go one by one, and you're supposed to let people in and all that. If you're getting onto a highway or a freeway, you merge at that
Yes.
speed limit.
Yes.
Do not merge onto the Henday at 80. Do not merge at 85.
Legit.
You go at the speed of traffic. You
Exactly.
match them.
Because
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
But
It is
if
dangerous.
Yeah.
if this one lane is exit, like don't just go to the very front and cut your way in. Wait in line.
We have some really stupid drivers in this city. Among every
We do.
city has stupid drivers,
we got the
we've got
most.
some really dumb
Yep.
drivers out there. I was driving last season on my way to the studio for pre and post, and it was 107th Ave from 109th. I was turning left to make my way down here, and coming down 107th, a bunch of cars piled into the intersection, and I had the advanced green, and like I literally would have to have gone all the way around, and then there's cars coming southbound that were turning right onto 107th. This one dumbass goes in the left-hand lane where there's traffic that's being blocked by these cars and goes around and around them. And then finally, when I was safe to turn, I pull up beside him. I'm MF this guy so good. His girlfriend was scared. And he's like, what were you doing? Why didn't you go? And I'm like, do you not understand the road and safety? Like, this idiot was so lucky he didn't get hit. This was not smart. Don't do this. And road rage is awful. But I
it's
screamed
true.
at this guy the whole way down
Yeah,
107.
sometimes you have to.
But you didn't roll your window down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I was yelling
good.
at him.
Yeah, good.
And his girlfriend was like, oh my God, you're an idiot to the boyfriend. And I was
Yeah,
like,
good.
You're dating
Good
that
for her.
idiot. Anyway.
I was
Got
driving
it
here
obviously.
down 107th. There's a long lineup usually in the mornings to turn left. And so it loads up the one line. And I get everyone's waiting in line to turn left. And then there's the lane next to it that keeps going. And a lot of people will go in that lane because they're not turning left. They want to get to the traffic circle and keep going. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that turn off.
Yes.
Today, someone wanted to cut that line of the left turning people. So he was stopped in the second lane, flashing, waiting to get in and holding up 2 lanes. And it's like, no, I'm sorry. If you missed it, you got to
gotta
around.
go.
And especially at that spot, just drive up, turn around the traffic circle, come
Way
back
to
and
go.
turn right.
Exactly.
It's very easy. But don't just sit there. And of course, I'm not going into what they were driving. But that one, like, I'm
Spooky
sorry.
traffic
Deal with
stories.
Truck.
Like,
truck.
if you're not going to get in the line, if you couldn't naturally do it, don't hold up traffic
Yep.
here just because you couldn't do it properly.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Go straight, go around the traffic circle, come back around.
Drive the speed. Stay out of the left lane if you're driving too slow.
I don't want to get into all that one.
I always
Don't
have
get
this
me started.
argument, but I will not.
That's why the Henday should be 3 lanes all the way around. Just makes it easier. Also, if you
legit.
see someone merging and you can safely do so, you're supposed to get into the left lane, not stay in the right lane.
True that.
And then come back into the right lane.
Exactly.
Let that person merge properly.
Yeah. or like know your speed if you're just gonna be a dink. So happy Halloween again. We were talking about intuitive.
Diwali, positivity, lots of light.
Bronco Nick, a guy in a pickup truck parked at an angle in a handicapped parking spot without a handicap pass blocking a walking path. I looked at him and shook my head and he proceeded to honk at me. Loser. Yeah, he's a damn loser.
Yeah, but those people have problems. Like they are losers. Like they're stupid and miserable people.
Look, I've always wanted a truck. It's usually truck people. Sorry, truck people. Sorry, Dusty. He didn't do this, but I don't know. It's always the bigger trucks.
It's
even know where to begin.
so frustrating.
Where you don't know what? It's easy to get frustrated.
I know, eh?
Chris, and that's why I barely drive in the city. Duck Dad, traffic sounds bad. It can be fine if they're just like, it's the
Follow the rules of the road.
one, there's just
That's
a
why we have
handful of
them.
idiots. There's just a handful.
yeah.
Most people are fine drivers, but there's the handful of just
But if
absolute
there's like
idiots.
10
Yeah,
cars
screw
on White
off.
Mud, it'll be that one person that's driving very slow, literally like 78, because it happened today.
Oh,
On the left lane, and it is caused, and there's a semi in the middle, and there's, people are driving at the speed limit at the, you know what I mean? Just let, traffic funnel through. It just drives me wild.
may I add to this?
Sure.
And those are the people that stick a new driver patience please thing on the back. No, you're on the road now. It's pedal to the metal. Let's go.
I don't mind that though.
I
mean,
dislike
but not
it.
the
Do they
left
take
lane.
it off? I don't know if they ever take that off.
It's a cheap excuse, and they might be lying.
Absolutely.
Like we have such a huge population growth in this city. It's true though. Like as people that were like born and raised in Edmonton, it is, it's taking a lot to get used to with this congestion. I'll be honest. Like I had PTSD yesterday from Vancouver because I was in that. So usually, okay, last rant. Okay. Usually the biggest traffic jam I've been in Edmonton had to be like 16 minutes. And it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday was over 30 minutes. It was
No.
White Mud to Henday, I swear to you. Because there was a 3-car pileup. I was so angry when I got to work. But that's the reality now. We have a big city.
Growing city.
I'm at
More
my
Oiler fans.
I'm at my angriest in my car.
Are you?
That's when I could be at my angriest and I
too.
could just lose it
Same.
because I just get mad at someone.
Same.
And it's just
I'm
also
talking to yourself.
give me the wave.
That's what I said. Be kind.
If you cut me off
Or
and I
say
start
sorry.
getting mad at you,
Yeah.
Just give
but
it one
I
of
see
these.
that hand
We all
come up
make
with the
mistakes.
wave, and yep,
It's all good.
sorry or whatever.
You acknowledged it.
I immediately calm down and go, okay, yeah, we're all
Legit.
good.
They know they're
Same
We're
done.
here.
all good.
Yeah.
My day's going good now.
We're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Agreed.
do something stupid, just give the quick wave. Everyone's good. Then everyone's go, yeah, no, we get it. You understand that you weren't supposed to do that, but you did. I appreciate that you've given me that heads up. Thank you. Just
So-
quick hand up. And don't do it like get into that lane, make sure I see, and then we're all good. And then I'll even little nod back. We're all good.
Legit.
We're
Sometimes
friends
I
now.
even like the situation. I'll even like roll down my window and do one of these, so everybody knows that you're cool.
Yeah, we're friends now.
Yeah, that you're a good person.
The wave. It's very simple.
We've lost
it's
it.
very
Us three
easy.
I've lost it.
Well, that's because I'm waiting for Trev to let me know I can do the keyword.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Well, I got topics. I was gonna ask you guys if you guys ever like experienced any paranormal activity personally.
No,
Any really?
I don't believe in that stuff.
I don't know if I don't either, but then I went to New Orleans and then I felt it to be very creepy. Like DVD
No, I don't
when he was
believe
talking
it.
about Columbus, I felt that energy.
Yeah, no,
No.
I don't get that.
No, so like in New Orleans they have like salt on the windows, and I actually dream a
Somebody
lot.
put it there.
I'm a big dreamer, like every day, and lately I've been getting nightmares. This whole week I had nightmares, but I just think it's because of the season. But yeah, I guess no ghost
Not for
season.
me. I don't have.
New Orleans, I did feel like there was a ghost in our room though.
Was it a friendly ghost?
No, I don't know. It was like a historical ghost.
Yeah, but like, were they a nice ghost? Were they trying to haunt you? Were they there just? Did they die in the room? Did you know anything about this ghost? Did you try talking to this
Well,
ghost?
they say that New Orleans is a haunted city, right? And then
Yeah, but did you attempt to talk to any of these ghosts? Did you bring out like a Ouija board or something?
No, I was.
Do you believe in Ouija boards?
No, of course not. What do you? What? What?
Oh, I don't know. I'm
Is it
laughing.
good
I'm
text?
laughing at
Good.
text.
Do it, please. I love funny.
I
text.
find that wearing a crayon costume while I'm driving keeps me calm in traffic.
I'm gonna wear this tomorrow in the car. Not today. I'm gonna take the hat off today, but I'm gonna start wearing. I'm gonna wear this 364 in my car.
Also, I like it when you give the wave and then they give the wave back, because sometimes I'm waiting to see if they saw my wave and then I get all
And then you know
nervous.
that
yeah.
they saw it, and then
Yeah.
Because yeah, sometimes you make a mistake. I've made mistakes. Too.
I
I've
have
been the
too.
I didn't know
I've
lane's
cut
closing.
or whatever, and
Yeah.
then you realize I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Just a little wave. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
My bad.
Yeah, appreciate
I'm
you.
dumb. You're smart.
Yeah. You're nice. Thank
I'm
you.
ugly. You're good looking.
I'm a sexy Halloween costume and you're a sexy guy in a car.
Oh, whoa. What is going on here?
I don't know.
Somebody saw a sexy guy in a car today. It looks like.
Forget Bumble and Hinge.
Too dark.
Don't worry, that changes. Time change this weekend.
We're
Reminder to
falling-
everyone.
Falling back?
We fall back. So it's 9:29 as of next week at this very moment type thing. So light wise. So we gain that hour in the morning of light. At night, it's darker. But I will throw this out there like a month and a half. And then we hit the darkest day of the year.
Oh, yeah. January 20.
December.
December 20.
And then it's all uphill after that.
Yeah, but
We
December's all
slowly
jolly.
get more. I know, but that's the thing. Like that's why like we're not that far
November
away.
sucks.
We don't have much more to go.
Yeah.
And then every day it gets a little more light, a little more light. We're very close. We're getting there. Stick with it, people.
Positivity.
We've got
Positivity,
this.
light, Diwali, light.
Megs was asking that people be mindful of their fireworks because it causes stress and
It does. It wakes up your kids and the dogs and stuff like that too.
It's Halloween,
Not
though.
just cranky jazzy.
I see that. They like
Ew.
people are going to think that it's just people are just going to think it's teens doing it.
yeah.
We'll get to the EST FlyAway keyword momentarily here. Still waiting for Trev to text me back. He's just doing the Hockey Edmonton show.
Yes.
At this moment, this is the EST Hangout live on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. On TuneIn, iHeart, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, on YouTube as well as wherever you get your podcast. Tom, Jasmine, Matt with you here. Lock Shop coming up at 11 with Huss and one of the Cool Bet boys. We've got two guys and a goalie, myself, Gager, and Cass. Gager and I will be live at Commonwealth Stadium as EST Afternoons with Gager and Hernan. They will be at Commonwealth Stadiums because at 2 o'clock, or Stadium, because at 2 o'clock, Chris Morris will be announced as the president or unveiled as president and CEO of the Edmonton Elks. Reed and Jay, they have their show coming up at 3. That only goes till 5 because at 5 o'clock, it's the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, Tommy and Hernan, because at 6 o'clock, they always play the Predators, which means then around 8:30-ish, you then got the Oil Stream postgame show, the GCL Diesel Oil Stream postgame show. Full coverage here.
James
That's all
V.
across.
James V. So is Tommy going to be late all week? I'm with you on that one though. Time change sucks.
Oh, that I remember from last year.
We'll find out.
You were miserable. I was miserable too, and it's
With the time change?
yeah.
But this one, we gain an hour of
Yeah.
sleep.
So
Oh, we gained an hour sleep.
all
Oh,
good.
Right, we're
my bad.
falling back.
So I might be
Because
early
it's-
for work.
It's Sunday's a 25-hour day
Oh, okay.
because we
That's
live.
fair. I don't know
to
why
a-
I thought
we
this
live
is the
1
light.
o'clock twice,
Okay.
so you get
Great.
that extra hour of sleep.
More prep. More preppy.
Ooh,
What you got?
EST parlay is up.
Let's go.
Dreisaitl goal, Skinner 3+ shots, Bouchard 2+ shots, an Oilers win plus 750. 750 is that number. So for
worth a
those that don't
sprinkle.
know full gambling or whatever, you want to sprinkle $10.
What was that?
Sprinkle $10. You win 75, so you get 85 returned to you. So that's plus 750. Go to coolbet.com, click on exclusives, click on Edmonton's the Sports Talk parlays, and there is the parlay for today. Zach's here. I guess he's eager to do this. So we can get to the... Oh, I didn't add it on here. Oh, I need to get the keyword. I knew I forgot something today.
That's okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, Zach's on
I need to first, though, find the keyword for today.
Do you have the PDF file that you've printed out?
oh yeah, I need this.
I can literally go get it for you.
Yeah,
right
but we're
now.
doing the show, and it's on my Google Drive because
Okay.
I save it on my Google Drive.
Of course you do.
Well, this is where I save everything for
You're a
EST.
green crayon.
That's what green crayons do.
That's right.
That's just
They're
we've all
meticulous.
known about green crayons. That that's the thing that they have said.
You know what's funny? Trev was like, green crayon is my favorite. And I said, to eat or to use? And Will Fraser thought it was hilarious. So I cracked Will up.
It's that second one after Perry.
Okay.
Oh, it's very fitting, too.
I know.
Yes,
it worked
considering
out today.
we talked about
Yeah.
the cost of this.
EST FlyAway to Los Angeles, presented by the 780. The 780, lame ass, low budget local shop online at 780.com or in store at Londonderry, EIA, Southgate, St. Albert, or Kingsway. EIA is the outlet mall by the airport. They work with over close to 100 local brands from the 780 to help promote and get their brands off the ground. Again, 780.com is their website. The EST FlyAway is December 26th to the 30th. Flight, car, hotel, all provided to you. Tickets to see the Warriors and the Clippers at the Intuit Dome. Rams cards at SoFi Stadium, as well as Edmonton taking on either Anaheim or LA, your local hockey club out there in SoCal. You'll get all of that if you win this. But to win this, you got to call or text in 780-218-9999, the keyword. If you then get the call, we'll qualify you. Then November 29th, we give this bad boy away. The keyword today, Jasmine, is
Parking. Like in it dome.
into it.
Dome parking costs $45 USD starting. Parking.
Parking. Parking. 780-218-9999. It's sexy parking today.
It's sexy parking.
Sexy
We've
parking.
got sexy
parking.
parking on Halloween.
Everything is sexy today.
Except if you park diagonally in a handicapped spot.
That ain't sexy.
Right, yeah.
It's got to be another word. What other words? Seductive? The seductive parking? Does that work? No, we'll just stick with sexy.
Sexy.
Everything's sexy. We
Yeah.
got the sexy Halloween pumpkin here.
It's a sexy pumpkin. Yeah, you're right. It is.
Text that parking in 780-218-9999. And Zach will give someone a call shortly here. And we will speak with you on the air as you will qualify for the EST FlyAway. You guys expecting the Oilers to just go roll it?
Yeah, I was thinking it's gonna be a sexy win today. I really think they're gonna do it for Connor. Like we're not a bad team against Nashville, especially in Nashville, right? So this would
The Mayor's still playing.
Nashville's not a great team either, right?
Well, the mayor of Nashville, Leon Draisaitl's playing.
Oh, that's what you meant.
The Oilers didn't lose the mayor.
Killer. Yeah, exactly. He's probably the most critical player today.
What is this? His stats?
It's interesting having Pickard in.
Rest for Skinner.
Rest for Skinner.
I
I mean,
wanna
not
s-
like they rested for the last 2 days.
They didn't rest. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't think
They
they
went
did
to
either.
Nashville and they partied.
I have a little update too. I just tweeted it out. Connor McDavid skated this morning at the downtown community arena.
Yes. Good
Confirmed.
vibes. Good sexy vibes.
It was a sexy skate.
It was
Yeah, the sexy skate.
well, he went for a twirl. I don't know how sexy that skate was.
That's
Apparently,
how
it was,
Hey,
it was in a
sexy
So
skate.
here
tracksuit.
he's
from-
skating is sexy.
There you go. Sexy skate. I want to get to that. But Preds, in 27 career games against the Predators, Leon Draisaitl, 25 goals, 18 assists for 43 points. So there you go. Now we got to retweet this. So yesterday, EST lets people know that Chris Morris will be the president. And now today, Tom Gazzola letting people know that Connor McDavid with the sexy skate
Yes.
down at the DTA.
Oh, great
DCA.
breaking
Oh,
news.
DCA. Forgot that Arkels is here this weekend too.
Arkells and UFC. I went to go get my media pass for UFC
Yeah, I gotta go
yesterday.
get mine.
They do one every single day. That was interesting. Because you know how for like events, it's like you get one for the week. I was like, hey, I'm here to pick up my pass. They're like, that was earlier. I'm like, what about for the rest of the week? They're like, just every day you have to come and get a new pass.
That's weird.
Different.
That's weird.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. It's different.
So you're going to go to UFC?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You can check it out. Yeah, I'm not a huge, I know Zach loves UFC and I hope Zach goes down and gets a little UFC time, does some interviews.
Well, he's
and
going
stuff.
tomorrow. He's
Yeah.
taking the day off because he wants to just go experience.
Yeah, and he
everything.
should.
Is it tomorrow?
Do some
With
interviews.
the press conference.
Yeah.
Friday?
The event is
Way
on
in
Saturday.
Friends
Okay.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
And
But-
this will be like televised internationally kind of thing?
It's a UFC fight night.
Okay.
So I think that's ESPN in
Yeah,
the States.
Okay.
ESPN. And so I saw some of the fighters yesterday at the media thing, and I was like, hey, I'm here to pick up my pass. And they're like, you have to come every morning or day of. And I was like, for a new pass? They're like, yeah. I'm like, different? Okay, I like it. But I did go to UFC. We had Rose Namajunas in here
Yeah.
last month. She
Unreal.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I remember, I know Max Holloway got knocked out for the first time last week. He fought Frankie Edgar at the first UFC here. And they were in studio with me when I was filling in for Dusty at 1260. Great guys. They know how to sell the sport. Great interviews. They had their entourages. Like, it's a cool, different kind of culture than hockey, football, and what we're used to. And I went to that UFC. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I look forward to covering this one and going to the fights on Saturday.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I know. I was thinking about you when they talked about UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I haven't gone to one of those yet. I feel like they're very I don't know. I want to go to WWE first.
They're fun.
Yeah. Every time I'm out of town when they come.
The thing about WWE is that it's just a guaranteed show entertainment. Like they you're going for 3 hours, and they know it's a 3-hour show
For sure.
because it's staged and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But then also like the fans, like if you go with the right group of people, you're then part of the show with jumping in and yelling and getting your chants going and stuff. And the
Also
interaction is pretty much fun. House shows are amazing. The one non-broadcast ones,
WWE.
They're just I think the wrestlers a little more looser and they're a great time. The only thing I haven't seen is Raw. I've never seen Raw live. I've seen a pay-per-view live, a house show, and a SmackDown. I do
next
need to
time.
see Raw. Let's get to the EST FlyAway qualifier. EST FlyAway to LA, presented by the 780. Who am I speaking with right now?
It's Richard.
Richard, congratulations. You are now in the mix to win this trip to Los Angeles. Have you ever been to LA before?
I have been, not for a long time now, though.
Perfect. If you won this trip, who would you take with you, and what would you be most excited to go partake in?
I would take my lovely wife with me, and I'd be excited about the NFL and the NBA games. I haven't seen either one of those, so.
Perfect. You dressed up for Halloween today?
I am not dressed up for Halloween, and yeah.
Okay, so we can't go with the sexy whatever with
Yes,
Richard.
you can. He's a sexy caller.
A sexy caller. Jasmine calls you a sexy caller, Richard. So there you go. You're a sexy qualifier.
Yeah, sexy qualifier. There you go.
Richard, congratulations. You're in the mix. Keep your phone on November 29th because if you are the winner, the boys will give you a call. I'll let you know that you are off to LA.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt.
Congrats, Richard, our sexy qualifier for today on the EST Hangout.
Goes with everything.
2 more chances to qualify. EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager, as well as the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. We will sneak that in there in the 2-hour Reed Wilkins Show, as well as prior to the press conference of Chris Morris down at Commonwealth Stadium as the new president. So there you go, Richard, though, our sexy qualifier.
All right. That was a sexy call.
That was a sexy call.
Everything's just so
They were
sexy.
playing the pick up the phone. What was the other day,
Yeah,
remember?
I know. I remember pick
LT
up the
guys.
phone.
Oh, it's just comedy. So we didn't talk about the World Series. Let's get Maddie's opinion on this.
What opinion do you want?
Well, I got a question for you. Do you think the Yankees played really bad, and that's why the Dodgers won yesterday? Do you think the
Certainly
Dodgers were
last night they did.
Yeah, they had made mistakes, right? But do you think
Yeah, the series was
the
over.
Dodgers are just a better team, just a way better team overall? Or
I would
the
say
Yankees
way
had a
better.
chance? If they didn't make those mistakes, do you think
I wouldn't say it's way better. Like baseball, like it's a series. Like one team got a little hotter at the right time, and they were going. We went in saying the Dodgers were the favorite.
fair enough?
The Yankees could have won Game 1. Aaron Boone screwed it up. They win Game 1. They won Game 4. That's 2 wins right there. They don't blow it yesterday. There's maybe a chance if they're up 3-2 in that series going to Game 6.
Yeah.
So like I'm not trying to take anything away from Dodgers. They're a really good baseball team. There's no question about that. But the Yankees aren't far away from the Dodgers. They screwed up things for why this series was over in 5. To me, it's the end of the Yankees in a sense, unless they want to make big changes, because I don't see Juan Soto coming back, and they need to fire Aaron Boone. But Aaron Boone should have been fired Aaron Boone should have been fired before last year, but Aaron Boone should have been fired last year when they didn't make the playoffs. And now they went to the World Series this year. I don't see how they would fire Aaron Boone, but Aaron Boone needs to go. He's not a good manager. He hasn't been a good manager in a number of years, so it's time to go.
Okay.
And Juan Soto will be a Met in a couple of weeks. or a couple
Yay, go
months.
Mets.
Really?
I think I'm going to adopt them as my new team since the Jays always let us down.
So you're a bandwagon fan?
I'm going to declare a first-time bandwagon fan to the Mets.
That's an awful team to bandwagon towards.
Not really.
100%. The history of the Mets is not one of success. They had a good year this year, sure. Usually when they have a good year, it's followed by many bad years. So it's a very poor, like, if you want to be a bandwagon fan, the Dodgers is the team to go jump on board with.
No, because I can't stand those dynamite hats. Remember the posers?
Oh,
Buying,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
the New
yeah.
York and the
I didn't
LA
remember the
hats. I
store
can't
being
stand
called
that.
Dynamite.
What was your opinion on the game yesterday?
What a collapse. I turned it on and I'm like, oh my God, it's 5-0. I'm like, oh, I'll stick it out. It looks like we're going to game 6 here. And then I'm watching and I'm like, what the hell are the Yankees doing? And those fielding errors were atrocious. And then as soon as, you start, they get 5, it's 5-1, it's 5-3, 5-4.
Garrett Cole doesn't cover first.
Yeah, Garrett Cole does it. That was, then the missed catch by Judge. And I was like, it's over. Like,
Good.
It was just a total mental collapse, and then obviously the mental
So they were
mistakes.
coming back from down 3-0.
Well, you're up 5-0. You should be excited about
Yeah,
taking the series
excuse me.
back,
Yeah,
closing
exactly.
out. And it was midway through. What inning did that happen in? The 5th, 6th? And anyway, like you should be closing out a 5-0 lead
Sure.
with Garrett
But-
Cole on the mound.
There's also a point of they weren't winning this series, so get it done. I don't want to be like I don't want my hope
Take
to be
the
raised.
misery to LA.
I don't want.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would've been
want
good.
to be Oiler fans. No offense, but you get this hope and then you get crushed in Game 7. I had the hope coming into the series. Hope was gone after being down 3-0. Don't try to bring me back up just to crush me again.
I
They weren't winning
love-
4 straight against the Dodgers.
The ultimate comeback. I love what happened with the Oilers last year. The way they stormed back, I thought that was
too.
phenomenal. It's great
Phenomenal.
drama in sport, and the Yankees totally flubbed that. You know what that is? Karma for those 2 idiots trying to take the ball out of Mookie Betts' hand after he caught that
Yes,
foul
it
ball.
is.
That's
Just,
stupid.
just for their 5
there you
seconds
go.
of fame.
That's karma. That's the baseball
Yeah,
gods.
that's just Yankee
Thank you.
fans.
Series was already over before that.
Well, regardless, yesterday's game was actually kind of entertaining, I will say. Because it was just like, whoa, and then again, what the hell? And just yelling at the Yankees and Cole and all that. So.
Fire Aaron
Cover your
Boone. Fire Aaron Boone.
Anyways,
That's what I want. I need to get to Road Warriors, which is brought to you by AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers, custom manufacturing heavy haul trailers for mining, oil, and gas equipment, highway transportation, quality, innovation, integrity, trusted by the leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road with peace of mind for your large loads. AccuSteel.ca. Tonight, we already mentioned the Oilers on the road in Nashville take on the Predators. In the National Football League, you got the Texans in New York to take on those Jets, the 6-2 Texans and the 2-6 New York Jets. You could head to Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge, where every day is game day. Smoke brisket cheesesteak on special. Lieutenant Eric will be there. Square board, wall of TVs to watch the Oiler game, to watch the NFL game. So there's a lot going on. The NBA is going on. You can get all that at Century Casino. And if you're there, you can bet a little bit on the ponies as well. Just going to throw that one out there.
Bet on Gray.
I'm going to mess the ponies. Oh, I bet on one Gray, I think, last Friday, and it didn't work. It wasn't my thing. What's college football today? College football. We've got Tulane taking on Charlotte. What conference is this? Oh, of course, the
If it's
American
not
Athletic
Mountain West, I
Conference.
don't care.
It's the American Athletic Conference today. You got Tulane taking on Charlotte. That gets going at 5:30. How could I forget such a game in college football? Like, oh my God.
Well, you are a green crayon.
Sexy green.
Oh,
crayon.
sorry. Sexy green kid.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think the Texans and Jets game is worth a watch?
No.
The Jets are favored,
Not the-
-2.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm asking.
The Jets are not the favorites.
They are.
Come off it.
I gotta go take a look at this. Jets are the favorite. Like how?
Why? Yeah,
How?
why?
I'm
I
gonna
know,
have to-
that's
I'm
the
gonna have
easy
to listen-
money.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to listen to the lock shop and listen to what Huss and I don't know if Patty or Jake's gonna be on. I think it might be Jake, but I'm gonna have to listen to their thoughts because what am I missing? Norman at Combine, you're a Houston Texans fan. What are we missing?
We know.
Yeah, but what are we missing on the
Are
Texans?
are the Texans banged up?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we missing something there? Like, I know the Jets, they still, I guess, have Aaron Rodgers, but like they're losing these football games. They're finding ways to lose football games. I don't know how
That's
you could
fine.
sit there and think that a 6-2
Oh,
Houston Texans team.
Maybe because Diggs is out.
I don't. Yeah, I know Diggs is out, but that's not the team. They
But, like,
have a.
Stroud's not out.
They're a
No,
strong
he's
football
not.
team. They've got a lot of weapons
Yeah.
there. I'm
Yeah.
not like one loss.
Jets 2-6-0,
losing Diggs is not
right?
to me like
Yeah.
this team's gonna now just bottom out or something like that. Or
So
what,
maybe
what
it
am I
is
missing?
worth a tune in.
Does anyone have anything here?
Oilers game time today is
No, Oilers is 6. We know that.
Oh, lovely start time.
Oh, Eric, he's saying the Caliente Greyhounds are always around the corner. That track closed. That track closed. Myself and Tube Socks were at Century looking for it one time for the listing that it's always around the corner, and we read into it. And in like the New Year, they closed down the Caliente Greyhound spot.
Caliente.
Big Uke, Houston money line over 3.5 field goals. Don't even watch. Those are his bets for tonight.
All right.
The over 3.5 field goals, the Patty special, the P. Greggy special. And what is that today? Oh, minus 105. For anyone that was watching on Monday, Giants, Steelers, the over under P. Greggy's always on the field goals, 3.5. It hit at the beginning of the second
hit.
quarter. It hit so quickly.
It was Rip City Step, Big Uke, and a bunch. And Rob was also there. They were talking about the parlay on Monday, and they're like, field goals is going to hit. And I'm like, boys, what's the score in the football game? They're like, we need one more field goal to hit on the over on field goals. He's like, it's easy money.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Like I thought when I was looking at watching that game, and I was like, the line must have not been 3.5. Like it had to be something else.
Oh,
'cause,
it was 3.5.
Like it was super, super quick. So that was probably the easiest win for the field goal props that
Well done.
Patty's been doing for a while. That was Road Warriors brought to you by AccuStall. AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers. You taking a selfie right now?
No, I was just checking where my mask was. I thought it was like all the way to the side.
You're still Catwoman.
Sexy Catwoman.
Sexy
Catwoman.
Everything's sexy.
Look
Today's
at
everything's
Kyle.
sexy.
Every
sexy long
Catwoman
drink.
is sexy.
Yeah, but we have
I
to
guess
add
so.
still sexy.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Oh, yeah. It says the
That's the
sexy
thing. Like,
crayon.
we have to add sexy
Yeah.
to everything here.
Yep.
The sexy
That's everything.
crayon's the best.
Unless because every Catwoman is sexy, it's sexy Catwoman, I guess, or something.
guess sexy,
but
sexy
everything, like
Catwoman.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna dress as Connor tonight, you're sexy Connor
Yeah,
McDavid.
exactly. Remember
That's what, everything has to be
Okay.
sexy.
the sexy
Chris,
qualifier?
Chris Morris is gonna be the sexy Elks president today.
Exactly.
I guess so. Oh, it's hilarious.
Don't you love it when I come by?
I look forward to the sexy edition of Two Guys and a Goalie, where myself, Gager, and Kaz. I don't know if they'll be. Well, Gager
Oh my
can't
God.
because we're live at Commonwealth.
Too good.
But maybe Cass is dressed in a sexy costume.
I hope so.
Sexy Matt Cassian.
I hope he goes as a bumblebee.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
Yeah. And his daughters are the beekeepers.
Aw, is that really going to be his
I
costume?
don't know. That
Oh,
would
I
be
was
a
like,
good
oh,
one,
like,
though.
What a great costume idea.
A Bootski Jazzy wants Maddie to go to the EE presser and refer to Chris Morris as the sexy president. Matt Iwanyk from Sexy Crayon from Edmonton Sports Talk. Sexy president, my question is...
Could you imagine? You'd be like, you'd get a lot of attention.
Oh. That would make
Oh
Sports
my
Center.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd probably laugh. You want them to
would
engage.
I'm
definitely
never
make
welcome back
Sports
around Commonwealth ever again.
Oh, too good.
No, Jared, I am not wearing the sexy crayon costume to the presser. It's not happening.
Just put a tie on, you'll be fine.
Blazer? Yeah.
I'm a sexy formal crayon.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
What? I'm here to work.
I'm looking forward to that press conference at
Yes,
2
sure.
o'clock,
I'm
which will
gonna
bring you
miss-
here.
I'm going to miss Halloween.
It's Halloween.
It's
week.
always in your heart.
Yeah, it's in your
Yeah.
heart.
It could always be in your heart.
That's right.
I've watched. I have almost accomplished it. My month of watching every Saw and all the Bob's Burgers Halloween specials.
Oh, really?
I am through all
You're
10
done?
Saw movies. I have one more Bob's Burgers episode to watch, which is tonight. I will watch it. It's the Halloween special from this past weekend, and I've crushed it. I did it.
Well done.
I'm actually
A
pretty
lot. You
impressed
plowed
that
through.
I got this done. If you ever want to watch the Saw movies, you've never seen them, watch 1, 2, and I guess watch 6. You have to see 3, 4, 5. But 1, 2, 6 are the only ones that matters. Honestly, you can watch 1 and 2 and you're good. You don't need to watch the
I've
rest.
seen 1 and 2.
Chris Rock is in one of them.
But that's later on, right?
Yeah, it's the spiral. It's the second last one. And it's like he tries to be serious, but there's moments where he says something you're like, Chris Rock. It's funny. It's funny. Like, you're Chris Rock. You're saying that. I'm going to laugh a little bit because you're Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I can't take you seriously. You're funny.
Any recommendations for horror movies that are new? Like new ones, I would love if you guys don't mind letting me know. I also have one side question. So I'm doing a little baby shower high tea for one of my friends who's new to Edmonton, so she doesn't have many friends out here.
Oh.
So it's just gonna be like 5 of us, right? Any high tea places other than the damn Fairmont?
Oh, I was going to say the
I
Hotel
go.
Mac.
The Fairmont is the biggest ripoff. I've been there multiple times. Biggest ripoff.
Thank God they're not a sponsor.
Yeah, exactly.
Legit.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful inside. But other than
High
that,
Tea
basic.
Edmonton.
I looked at all these, but a lot of them now don't even offer high tea, but they'll have it on their profile. So if you guys know any recommendations,
Old
that'd be
Beverly Cafe says afternoon tea reservation.
Old Beverly Cafe?
awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, Tommy knows me.
I don't know if you're going to like it.
He did that. Yeah.
I've never heard of this place.
If it's in Beverly, I don't know if you're going to
There
like
was
Oh,
one.
but if it depends where.
it. Like, if
this
it's
is-
in Highlands, that's different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it by
Yeah.
more the Highlands area?
Yeah.
118th Ave, 39th Street. No, that's full Beverly.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
There was one place I contacted. They're gonna get back to me.
What do you mean they're going to get back to you?
This place.
But like, what is your question? Do you have high tea?
Well, that's what it-
Shoot that.
So why do they have to
Yeah.
get back to you?
Oh.
Well, they were supposed to get back to me today because they're like, maybe we can just do high tea just for you guys.
Oh, okay, that part. Okay, so I
Yeah.
was gonna be like,
That-
do
It's
you have
Italian,
do you have
so you
high
know
tea or
it's
yes
good.
or no? And it'd be like, well, yes or no,
No, but-
not a. Well, we'll get back to you on
Yeah.
that. Okay, I get that now.
Yeah. So I just got to call these guys after the show.
Do your own high tea.
Do I look like I have time?
Yes.
You made a pumpkin.
Because I care about the
When is
hangout.
this? When is this?
It's supposed to be on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah,
of a
and
rush.
she's about to pop. So I
Oh.
gotta get going here.
Well, you might have to go to a
Well, the
hotel.
show's
Mac.
almost over.
I know, I'm so scared I have to do that. Only
gonna
because
have
the guests, you're expected to pay like $110 plus tip for freaking
For high tea?
for high tea. That's how much.
Does it come with snacks?
Yeah, just a little bit of
Like,
snacks.
what do you get?
No alcohol.
Cafe Bel Air.
Art of Cake, Bronco Nick
I
says.
did art of cake already. Thank you.
Cafe
Jeremy
Bel
Oval
Air.
Cake.
My mom has texted me that one.
Which
It's Cafe Bel Air,
Okay.
101st Street, 80th Ave.
Thank you very much.
Apparently,
I will-
they might do it.
Okay. Thank you so much. And also the horror movies. Please let me know. The new ones.
Oddity, somebody said. Check out Oddity on Prime.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, well, a couple things. Kyle Peterson says Beverly Cafe rocks.
Oh, okay. Like,
Tommy
Rip
says
City
no.
says Google high tea bottle service.
Best. Absolute best.
Abuski does say when I see JMO today, go, hey, sexy JMO.
Please. It's gonna be like, what?
Big Uke also has great horror show. Just rewatch Game 5 and pretend to be a Yankee fan.
ooh.
And then add Zonk. What is Zonk?
Zonk.
Big Uke has been coming at me a few times. Yesterday,
Zonk is,
Reed was doing the top 3 horror movies and plots that he was going to base around EST or something. And then the third one, it was from Big Uke because he sent it in.
Nice.
Big Uke's coming at me.
Come at me, bro.
He's probably still mad from that first poker tournament that I took him out on.
Nasty.
I took him out the other day.
Yeah. One, Big Uke, how
he bought
did
in
it
again.
feel to come 13th when prize was top 12?
You're going to get that sexy crown hat knocked off by Big Uke.
Oh, this was a very sexy hangout today.
Yep. Yep.
We did talk about Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen and
Yeah.
Bridget Monahan. That brought up the sexiness of the show very much.
It did. It did.
Coming up next here on Edmonton Sports Talk, we do got the Lock Shop, the sexy edition of the Lock Shop. I wonder what Huss is. Sexy Huss, sexy Jake Bolin Moss. 2 guys and a goalie, sexy, well, not Crayon, but me. And sexy Gager and sexy Cass. We'll get you the two guys and a goalie at noon. And then sexy Hernan and sexy Gager got EST afternoons live at the Elks press conference with sexy Elks president Chris Morris. And then 3 o'clock, it's Reed Wilkins show and Jay Milne with sexy Reed and sexy Jay. And then it's the GCLD's Oilstream pregame show at 5 o'clock with sexy baseball player and sexy Hernan Salas.
There we go.
Everything's just sexy today. That's just what we're going with. That's all coming up here in Edmonton Sports Talk.
I was gonna say everybody have a sexy Halloween, especially all the parents that get the little boozy treats.
Delicious. Joelle says watch Megan. She said it was crazy.
I like that movie.
I've
I
heard
watched
that a
it.
lot
Yeah, it's good.
about that
Thank
one.
you.
Let kids go on your lawn today.
I
Today
knew
only.
it. I knew
Today
he was gonna
only.
say that.
On behalf of sexy baseball player Tommy, sexy Catwoman Jasmine, sexy crayon Matt, that's me. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout on your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. Like I've mentioned, Lock Shop coming up next here in just a few minutes here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,